don't crumb.
I don't come with blowjob.
I don't come. Episode 301.
Kind of.
No, it's not kind of. It is.
I mean, technically.
The listeners will not know the difference.
Will
No,
they?
they won't.
What if I put this episode out first on the?
You don't
timeline?
put episodes out. Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
I won't let you
literally-
have it.
I know, but I could schedule it whenever I want.
The fuck you can.
I can.
Oh.
I could make this episode come out, like you say, it came out like November 11th, 2014, for all I fucking care.
Can you, Mitch?
Yes, I can, Matt.
What about you, Kate?
I'm just wondering why between this and God of War we've been recording things out of order recently.
Ah. Well, that's because I didn't start broadcast that time.
It's because Kratos is so mad that
He's really mad.
He's really mad. He's also got a time warping thing too. So
Yeah, which is
I don't
cool.
know. I've literally never played those games.
Me neither.
Oh, cool.
So it's a learning experience for Matt, and he's learning that he doesn't like God of War.
I like it.
I'm sure those games are like solid. I just never really got.
I don't even want to hear about it from you.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they sold a lot of copies.
I'm not okay. So then they're bad because they're popular. There,
Yeah,
I validated
get it
your
over
fucking dumb shit meme.
It's not a meme when you do it all the time.
It's not. No, look, it's not a meme if I do it all the time, but it's true if it's right, and I
Can we
am.
not
so
do this
there.
already? Like, let's get to segment 2 or 3 before we start this shit.
I went off on them on the Discord because someone shared that, and I just went on this long-winded rant about what I told you guys before the show, and I ended it in the most asshole way possible. And I said, if anything, I'm just really smart. So like,
Well, we all know that's not true.
No.
look. So
I am,
everyone-
however,
look,
extremely
look.
interested in you relating internet arguments to us over the
Look,
fucking podcast.
everyone caught up with me eventually
Super
on how bad
interesting.
Rick and Morty is once packets of literal meme sauce became a hot commodity.
Okay.
And then Black Mirror came out, and I thought it was shit, and everyone was like, "This is brilliant. What if your mom ran on batteries?" And then eventually season 4 came out.
Hey, you can't do that.
Yeah,
Why?
we saw that meme.
We saw that meme. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, I know.
Try again.
I'm quoting the meme.
Yeah,
No.
sure you are.
I am.
Are you
Anyway.
attributing that quote, or are you just?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
are you
co-opting-
just did you know gaming it?
That was actually an alt account of mine.
Oh,
Sure.
So I made up that saying. So I expect royalties now.
Oh, bladder cancer.
Show
thank
note
you,
number
soon enough.
1. Mitch is always right. Anyways, what have you guys been up to this week?
so I had something fun happen to me.
You died.
I know this story. It's good.
Yeah, so someone stole my credit card number and tried to buy stuff from Walmart. So
Oh,
what they bought was I think their plan was they probably stole a bunch of credit card numbers and are using it to buy unlocked phones to sell them for like 100% profit.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was they bought 2 unlocked phones and a jar of Nutella. So this guy risked 15 years in federal fuck my ass prison for a jar of Nutella. And I couldn't be mad anymore because it like humanized this person to me. Because I'm thinking like, did he like order this jar of Nutella to like legitimize the purchase, or was he just really, really hungry? Is he just sitting in his Russian basement with a bunch of empty jars of Nutella and phones?
I like how this one inane transaction has caused you to like completely question everything about your own morals and perception of this situation, in which you are rightfully fucking in your right to be fucking angry at this guy.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was a targeted attack.
Well, no shit, but still, you were affected. Therefore, you're allowed to be mad about it.
Well, thankfully, I have a credit card that's they're really good about catching fraud.
I
So-
just
In a,
think it's very funny.
No, it is funny.
It's like,
It just as random, like
It's so
like I said, he's
strange.
really risking serious jail time for a fucking jar of Nutella.
Something
Yeah.
of less consequence happened to me this week, but in a similar vein, I get an email like Monday or Tuesday night saying, "Hey,
Every Monday and Tuesday night,
no, just this one."
ever?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's sad.
I got the only email I've ever gotten, and it says, "It says your Epic Games account has been locked down," and I'm like, "Oh," and it says
I
like,
have an Epic Games account.
yeah, because one time they offered Shadow Complex for free. and
Oh,
the
that's
only-
right. I think I probably have one too then.
Yeah, well, so I'm like, okay, that's the only thing I've ever used that account for, was to download a free copy of Shadow Complex. And then I'm like, oh, someone's just probably trying to hack into my account so they could like buy Fortnite shit, which I don't think I even have credit card info, or like I've never played Fortnite in my life. So like if you got into my account, congrats. There's nothing there, but I don't know what the fuck you're using my account for.
Honestly, even if somebody hacked into my bank account, I'd be saying congrats. There's nothing there.
Yeah, but like I just thought it was funny because I'm just like, okay, so someone's trying to hack into my account in which I have 0 minutes and 0 hours of Fortnite played, presumably because that game's really. I don't know what the fuck else.
The other thing that happened, it was to all of us, was some guy, some YouTube channel was just flagging everyone's videos on YouTube for content ID, which someone said like their partner or whatever, what do you call those, MCMs or whatever?
Oh, content, whatever.
Yeah, they probably turned on content ID, which will just flag, and it was mostly just catching cutscenes in our Let's Play podcasts. So I went on their newest video, which was 2 months old, and I wrote, "Good luck monetizing our videos. No one likes us. You won't make any money." Or something like that. But then that was only after one flag, and then it happened again. So I wrote like a serious comment. I say, "Hey, dude, I'm sure this is just a mistake, but like you need to take the claims off." and he did, because people were just coming in, leaving like really nasty comments and like reporting his channel. I'm like, hey, let's give the guy a fucking benefit of the doubt here.
I imagine like that would be
so
great.
Weird that you're the voice of like calmness and reason with these issues this week.
Yeah,
we really had a shift in the paradigm on the show here. I'm now like old Matt. Matt is like old me, and Kate's gone.
I'm not. Don't insult me like that.
Kate's cunt.
I used to be the voice of reason on this show, and
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give me one example as to how
Alex was the voice of reason on the show.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Okay, he was the voice of.
I mean, relatively speaking, compared to the rest of us, I felt like he was like the calmest.
He was the voice of indignant justification. Like he would be right in what he's saying, but he'd get real mad about it.
It's only because he worked harder than everyone else.
Yeah, true.
I had a busy week.
Oh. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I wanted to say this as early in the show as possible. I forgot until just now. This is kind of a useless announcement because if you don't subscribe to this show, you won't hear it. But we are now on Stitcher. So if iTunes or SoundCloud or the website or like YouTube is not good for you listening to the show, we now have a Stitcher thing on there. So go.
What the hell's a Stitcher?
Subscribe to us on Stitcher.
What's Stitcher?
Stitcher is a podcast catching app for like phones and stuff. The one guy who couldn't listen to us through iTunes because I guess he doesn't have like an iTunes compatible phone, and he was like badgering me to put it on Stitcher forever. I'm like, well, we're almost at 300, so let's just do it. So we're now on Stitcher. I am trying to get our
badgering you.
I'm trying to get our show on Google Play, but it can't, like, it won't let us do it without a podcast image, and whatever the fuck that retard used to upload the podcast image for us when he started our feed is no longer a valid link. So it's not letting me push through the Google Play request to like put the podcast up. And I've changed the image on our feed a bunch of times and to no avail. iTunes just won't. It's trying to grab the iTunes image and iTunes is just not updating. And I don't know how the fuck to do it otherwise. So Google Play might take some time or never happen, but we are on Stitcher now. So that's
Where's my YouTube banner, you fuckhead?
It's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
I noticed you got my wedding invitations done when I dangled some money in front of your face.
Yeah. It's almost like I care more about money than this show. No, but seriously,
that's fine.
That's fine. No, Mitch, you could like money if it's doing a good thing for a friend, but if you try to monetize any of your YouTube videos, I'll come to your house and personally shit down your throat.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I had a busy week.
Speaking of the podcast image, I wanted to say one more thing. I made an executive decision because no one fucking replied to what we'd said in episode 299 about whether or not they'd be mad if we just chose image
good. So you went with 5.
I went with 1.
No, you're supposed to go with 5 because that one won.
Yeah, but we also said that none of us really liked 5 except for you. So we
except for that is the point of the vote.
That was the point of the vote. You can't change.
And I said in episode 299. Let's see.
Look, I don't care if it's hashtag not your logo, but it's...
Listen. And I said in episode 298 or 299, I forget which one. Let's see what the listeners think. If they'll be mad if we go against what they voted
I'm
for.
pretty sure both me and Matt said, I don't care. Let's just do what they asked for.
Yeah, literally $2.99 like just went up, and not enough people have listened to it.
And it was $2.98 where we said that. But I said, we got a few weeks. Let's see if they get mad if we say we're going to go against their vote.
No, go at 5. That's the one that everyone voted for, you jerk off.
Well,
nothing. Go at 5.
It's too late. The
plans
have already been set in motion.
What plans? You don't fucking do anything anyway. Go at 5. I'm serious.
Which one was 5?
5 was the one my girlfriend made.
Ah, you remembered. Shit. I was hoping you wouldn't.
Yeah. That's the one people voted for, so that's the one you should use.
Okay.
Otherwise, what was the point?
To pick one.
No.
So if you didn't want an option to win, don't put it in the poll.
I said it in that episode. I was being nice to his dyke girlfriend despite
I know, and that's the lesson here, Mitch.
That's the lesson is don't be nice.
Despite the fact that me and Alex and Kate don't like that one as much as the other one.
Alex doesn't matter anymore. First of all, Alex doesn't matter anymore. Second of all, if you were to if you were to take your lesson seriously, you wouldn't be listening to us either. You'd just be going with 1. Yeah,
because Kate and I don't like 5. And
it doesn't matter what I don't like. You put it to a public poll, and 5 is what won. So we'll do that.
This is fake news. You guys are.
God.
The Russians have interfered with the election. What else? What other excuses do they use?
Stormy Weathers,
misogyny.
Or Stormy Dykes. What's her fucking name?
I don't know. Some bitch.
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels.
When I first saw that name popping up in like my news sidebar, I thought it was like some like country artist that I hadn't heard of. It was being recommended to me because of my fucking iTunes history or something. I don't know.
I thought it was like a weather person.
Of course you'd think that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, mate. Can I tell about my dumb week?
Yes.
Okay, part of this Matt's already heard. But so on Tuesday, I went to the farm to be with the horses, and I had no brains at all. I felt very stupid because I had 3 lessons, which means 3 different horses that I had to collect at some point, right? So the first horse, I went right over, said hi to, gave her a pet, and then walked around the entire rest of the farm looking for where the horse was because I'm insane, apparently. The second horse I put away with the saddle still on. And then the third horse I went to get, the other horse that was in the pen with him, bolted out on me, and I had to chase her all over the fucking place to get her back. And this is the first week. I've been there a year and a half, and for the first time, I have to work directly with the boss lady. So it's this is good, making a good impression.
Who are you again?
Yeah, I know. It's not having any fucking clue what I'm doing. And the stupidity continued because the day after that, I had my tattoo consult with the guy who does the things. And he's, by the way, extremely, extremely cute.
To get the new logo tattooed on your ass.
Yeah. But I mean, we weren't sure, which one won because Mitch didn't really like it. So it's really confusing. But anyway, when I went to leave the studio, I opened the door to the fucking bathroom instead of the exit because I can't fucking function in reality. Well, around anything, apparently.
There he is.
Worse.
Here I am.
Turn off your ugly camera. No one wants to see you.
It'll slow down the stream.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, and then after that, I had to go get fitted for a corset, which is extremely embarrassing because I'm fat. It was like if you took one of those Pillsbury dough things and just kind of squeezed it real hard.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. And
Are you
then
that thing from the first Pirates movie where you faint and fall off of a castle.
Yes, and then. So Rayman 2, which I ordered on eBay, still has not arrived, and it is well over a month overdue, so that sucks. And then on top of that, Resident Evil Survivor, which I ordered off eBay, did arrive and doesn't work.
Hey, so
Mike, you dodged a bullet with that Resident Evil Survivor.
Oh, I know it's bad, but I have to play it.
Mike, so we're all complaining. Oh, you got another one?
Peed blood, and I'm probably gonna die because it's been happening once a week, which means I probably have bladder cancer and will die.
Maybe it's your period.
It's not my period. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It might be a tumor. I don't know. It could be a UTI or kidney failure or who the fuck knows what.
Look into it because my dad's got fucking bladder cancer now.
It could be a little demon stabbing your urethra with a pitchfork.
But
That's
I
true.
don't know. It doesn't hurt. But the thing is like it happens like pretty much clockwork once a week, and you
Well,
think if it was like cancer, it would happen more often.
It didn't
or
hurt
would
for
happen,
him.
like,
No, it didn't hurt for him
irregularly.
either. And then it happened. And then it stopped happening.
I
Look,
don't know.
every
Like,
time I blow my nose, there's a little bit of red in the tissue every time.
That's because you
fuck
pick
off.
it too deep, you asshole.
It's the same thing.
Mike, we're complaining about our week, so you have something.
I'm
to complain
probably
about?
dying.
Well, we're all
Ow.
dying. We're all.
Ow. There you
My
go.
week's been decent. I don't have anything to complain about yet.
Oh, okay, good.
Hold on, I just want to point out that Matt sounded like Woody Allen.
Why?
You fell over and you're like, ow.
That wasn't me, you
Me.
idiot.
Oh,
In what fucking universe do I sound like Matt?
just now.
I hope not.
Now.
God, you're the one who sounds like a Jew.
Yeah. If any of us sounds like a Jew, it's you, Mitchell.
Matt, if I was turning into a cat, would you adopt me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what if I still talk with my regular voice and I complained that I was right all the time and demanded wet food?
I'd put you in a sack and throw you in a river.
Take them to the water.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that to your best friend.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that to my best friend, but
I wouldn't do that to a cat either.
you.
Meowvelous.
Oh, I hate when anime draws cat poots.
What?
What?
When they always draw the little asterisk butthole on cats.
Because
Oh.
they have those.
I know, but it's
They-
like
they
it's a
had- they
detail that
take-
is unnecessary.
They waste no time in showing you.
My cat's is always poopy.
Well,
You got to lick it clean. That's your
Oh.
job as an owner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe someday getting one of those Sphinx cats, but you actually have to bathe them once a week because they don't
those
have any.
ugly, hairless ones.
They're not ugly. They're cute.
they're
pretty
ugly.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They look like naked mole rats crossed with like some sort of alien.
I think they're cute.
You really want to? You really want a pet that looks like fucking Beerus from Dragon Ball Super?
Yes.
Ew.
somebody drew Beerus as that oh, what was it? That cat that's I forget. Well, anyway, it
Making
was,
the face, right?
yeah.
I love the picture of it's the cat eating the spaghetti, but they drew it so it's Killer Queen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I think I've seen Beerus as that cat as well.
I want that picture of that cat eating spaghetti like framed and on my wall, dude.
I also very much enjoy all the Rocky IV edits that are JoJo.
Yeah, like when fucking Whole Horse did the spoiler.
Man. Huh. Yeah, that was a spoiler, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, now it's. I think.
It's a fucking 30-year-old manga who no one cares.
Well, besides that,
sad.
but it's also a show that's been out for 3 years, so
Yeah.
or 4 or more actually.
So it's your own damn fault.
Are we getting part 5?
I want to hope so. I think they put out a logo and made a copyright thing for Golden Wind, but I don't know if that's like.
Fuck is
I
that?
figured it would have premiered by now.
What is Golden Wind?
Part 5.
Oh,
It's called Vento Oreo, which is Italian for Golden Wind.
is that like a rich fart?
I guess I don't know. It's a fucking Dio's son who's in the mafia. So
I don't know. It sounds like something you'd order at Starbucks, to be honest.
Golden Wind. It's when you
Yeah.
pee in someone's asshole and they fart.
Well, no,
I
more
think
the
they
Vento
call it
Oreo.
Golden Wind because I don't know about the wind part, but his stand is called Gold Experience. So.
yeah, which is a Prince song, I believe.
Yes.
No, it's because they crash their planes into things.
Oh,
Ha, ha,
What?
ha. Because this divine wind with the comet cut. Never mind.
It takes place in
what they-
Italy, Kate.
I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't give a fuck what you think, Mitch.
That's the. It's really sad. Fucking part 5 is where I learned about margarita pizza.
That's
Mike.
a thing.
Yeah,
margarita
it's-
pizza? Yeah. No, it's not. It's not alcohol.
yeah,
well,
no,
never
it's
mind.
just it's tomato and mozzarella and then some basil.
There is pizza beer though that tastes just like you're drinking a slice of pizza.
Ew.
That sounds.
You sound. I don't think I've ever heard Mike Smith's voice before, and he sounds like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I mean,
You really do.
I am going to school for broadcasting, so that kind of works out.
Oh, good. We actually have someone with like radio experience on.
Well,
here.
how come you didn't come on here with like a hey, bro?
Braun.
Well, you guys were talking. I didn't want to.
What's your sign on for your videos? Like, how do you greet everybody the same way every single time?
I just jerk off furiously into the camera, screaming.
Oh,
The
nice.
old DSP.
Yeah.
Oh, Braun does broadcasting.
Yeah, he does. He's apparently becoming a little tiny success on Twitch.
Yeah, he said he got verified. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to be doing emotes for him, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Look at him. Look at everyone else that is successful while we languish in obscurity because we
If-
say
if you're
nigger
not-
too
if-
much.
If you're not afraid of talking to black guys, you should reach out to Braun. Ask him how his broadcasting is going.
I don't want to talk to him.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Mike.
I am
Oh.
afraid of black people.
I like how Kate took your joke completely seriously.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to him.
I actually love Braun.
He's a nice guy.
I wasn't fucking. Why would you think that was serious? There's a thing called
Because I can
deadpan
hear the
humor,
fear
Mitch.
in your voice.
The fear in my voice is because I have bladder cancer and I'm going to die because I peed red.
A couple of years ago, at
Christ.
Braun was sitting next to me in the hotel room as I was eating this bread with seeds in it, and I was gagging because I don't like breads with seeds in it.
Why were you eating it?
Yeah.
Because we went to the only grocery store that was open, and
No,
that's
and
all
you
they
bought
had
the
to
one
make
thing in the entire store. Like,
That's all the bread they had. We wanted to
Yeah.
make sandwiches.
get something that doesn't require bread.
It was like fucking 11 p.m. We were hungry. All the restaurants in National Harbor were closed, and it's like, well, let's just get sandwich stuff. And there was like one store open that was left, and all they had was shitty bread with
So
seeds.
then why didn't you think, oh, I have an entire grocery store to choose from. Why don't I pick something else?
He said that was the only thing, and we wanted to eat sandwiches. It was 11 o'clock, and we were fucking tired.
It doesn't
What
matter.
was thinking?
Though.
This was like Sunday night. This is like day 3 or like night 3
Yeah.
of MagFest. You don't realize how tired you get at that point.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
That's
Kate
why I
never
don't
goes
stand
out.
around-
That's why.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't go out. It's that I don't do crowds.
Yeah,
So I only go out at night or into the woods.
that's why only myself and Pickle were invited to the wedding.
Yeah. Well, no, Lee and Jake are coming.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Lee is obligated to, or else they'll take away his libertarian card.
I like how he's got like an hour flight. If he's even taking a plane, I guess he would.
I believe he is. Yes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I have a 7-hour flight, 6-hour.
Yeah.
And then
you get to stay
another
in
hour.
Seattle.
That's coming back.
Where's your fucking?
Oh, okay.
Where's your stop at?
Seattle.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, there was only 3 seats left on this plane when I bought the tickets today, so I'm glad I
Jesus.
didn't wait too much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Well, let me know how Seattle is.
Yeah,
No, it's more like let me know how Kate is. I'm
No, I
surprised.
don't
You know,
give a
I
fuck about
remember
you.
like way back in the day when Alex was not dead.
yeah.
You prophesied that I would never meet any of you.
Oh yeah.
Well, jokes on his dead ass. Also,
Jokes on him.
I don't care about Kate because she's not an infamous second son, but Seattle is. So let me
True.
know. Let me know how Seattle.
What is it like being you, Mitch? Like,
It's scary and stressful.
Well, I told Christina that we have to have sex in Seattle so we can pretend like we're having sex with the ghost of Nirvana.
Ew, why would you want that?
Why
having
not?
sex with a ghost of Frasier.
Nirvana sucks, dude.
I know Nirvana.
Oh
sucks.
wow! Look at him go! Look at him go! Like
Yeah.
the minute anything is mentioned, holy shit!
Quick, name something popular. I hate that.
Go ahead, do it. No, hold on. Let's get
Orgasms.
Let's get an unbiased third party in here. Mike Smith.
Love
I
and
want you-
affection.
Mike Smith. I want you to name off popular things, and I'll tell you whether or not I hate them.
I can't think of anything popular that I don't hate. Give me a second.
Just tell me something.
Birds of a feather, Bo Bandy.
Food. Bread
I
with
like-
seeds.
I don't. I like some food with some seeds. It depends on the food and the seeds.
I said some pulp, Carmela. Jesus
Like I'll eat a
Christ.
sesame seed bun, but I don't like the bread where the seeds are beat in. Gross.
This orange juice is all pulp.
Quick, name off more things.
Orange juice.
I like orange juice.
With or without pulp.
Both.
Ugh, you're
I
disgusting.
can tolerate pulp.
You know, he strains it through his teeth like a whale
I
eating krill.
prefer no pulp, but I can tolerate pulp. And yes, I do you say I string it through my teeth like krill?
Yeah,
Yes.
because you just have those little baleen teeth or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I collect all the pulp and then I just throw it in the trash.
No, you just spit it at Corey.
When you come up for air from her asshole.
She uses it as a facial scrub.
Oh.
Black Sails. I don't know if that- I
I
actually don't know
watched
if
a
that's
little bit of
popular.
it. Seems all right. Didn't really catch too much of it.
Yeah, I'm halfway through season 1 myself.
Yeah, I'm watching the newest because it just dropped on Hulu. I like it. It's like it's a bunch of gay pirates kissing. It's pretty cool.
Well, now I'll have to binge it, but
Yeah. No, I like it actually. It's pretty decent. Black Mirror. No.
How are you not actually gay?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know.
Like,
Never tried it.
scared of new things.
Yeah. I don't like pulp.
Why, was your rectum going to be pulped into mist?
What
Yeah.
about Pulp Fiction?
I like Pulp Fiction.
I like Pulp Fiction.
Oh, there you go. You like something popular.
I
Hey.
told you earlier. I like Overwatch.
No. Do you like
Yeah.
Fortnite?
I've never played it.
Do you like PUBG?
I've
Yeah,
never
let's
played it.
Do you like Minecraft?
I used to.
Do you like
TF2?
Yeah,
Do you like CS:GO?
never played it.
Do you like Resident Evil 2?
I never played it, but I feel like I would like it because I liked the first one.
Do you like Chicken Hearts?
I had to pour a bunch of those in my toilet for that.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that today. Oh, I was gonna watch that again too. That was such a good video.
Why would you watch that?
Because it's a fucking terrifying. That's the video that should be more popular because it's so gross.
It was worse too because I went at like the last fucking minute, like right before the Starbucks closed. So like they gave me like a melty, like without even any whipped cream on top or any of the sparkles for the fucking unicorn frap.
What are you gonna say, Mike?
What video has chicken hearts?
I made
something like that.
I made a video where I tried the Starbucks unicorn frappuccino, and then I did a bunch of things where I like turn the cup around and it says unicorn come, and then I'm like sitting on the toilet, and then it cuts to a bunch of, it looks like a bunch of chicken hearts falling from my ass into the toilet that's just full of like pink goop.
Oh,
I'm so glad that you wasted your time making that.
Well, and I already said when I talked about this video, but I guess I'll mention it again. I got really mad because I thought the chicken hearts would show up or float in the stuff, but we couldn't see it because it was all opaque because it was the leftover part of the frap. So I'm like, well, now I have to get a shot where I'm reaching in the toilet and pulling them out with my hands.
Yeah.
So
that's
that was
disgusting, Mitch. Look, I'm trying to build a YouTube community here with our amazing Let's Plays.
Look, when you're trying to make an omelet, sometimes you got to pour a bunch of chicken.
You got to break a few chicken hearts.
Yeah, change that channel.
Yeah,
channel not so awesome.
YouTube had a week apparently.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well, a hot Persian woman. So I still can't believe it. It reads like a joke someone would have made about the shooting at the headquarters because it was a Persian woman bodybuilder, vegan animal rights activist from San Diego, had her videos censored and went to YouTube and shot 3 or 4 people, and then killed herself. I think those people survived though, not her though. And I actually watched YouTube like erased all existence of her, but people are like grabbing videos and re-uploading on other sites. I watched her music video, which she titled herself the first Persian vegetarian animal rights music video, and it was fucking weird. Like it looked like a Tim and Eric sketch.
Did she pull a bunch of chicken hearts out of a toilet?
No, but like I was gonna
out of a toilet.
I was gonna share it, but like there was like real footage of like animal abuse in it, and I was like, I don't really want to share that. But the video itself, the song went like this. I think the song was called "Do You Dare," and it was like, "Do you dare to be an animal rights activist or something?" And but the song went like, "Do you dare?" And it was like guts.
Do you have it?
Yeah, and
it's time to.
And what was really weird is that it looked like it was from the 90s. Like if she was using like a VHS tape camcorder. It was.
Well, I mean, she's
really
Persian.
weird.
They don't have
that
access to
vaporwave
technology.
aesthetic, man.
What?
That vaporwave aesthetic.
Yeah. So I don't know. In a way, it sucks that she's dead because I think if memers had found her first, she would have been super popular.
But unfortunately, she found a gun and YouTube headquarters first.
Unfortunately, her videos were demonetized.
But
I'm glad that YouTube is banning videos about guns because now something like this will never happen again.
Yeah, well, I assume that's the joke everyone was making when that happened. And it's just like it's funny because now YouTube is getting, if they put out a response to this, it's going to get demonetized for gun stuff.
Yeah,
like they have to
YouTube's a fucking
demonetize
mess.
it on video. Whatever. It's a weird, wacky world we live in.
The other funny thing that happened is that the slow train wreck that is Channel Awesome just keeps imploding. And
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about this. What's going on?
No, basically, the 5 biggest loudmouths and a few that I'd never heard of from Channel Awesome wrote literally a 69-page document of grievances against the Walker brothers and Michaud.
Oh, I thought when you said the 5 biggest loudmouth, you were talking about Doug Walker and his other 4 mouths that will sing the song that ends the earth.
His funny scream. No, it was, of course, the Lindsay Ellis who actually complained about Gamergate in her grievance.
Is she still there? I thought
no, she's not
a
there.
while ago.
She's not there.
Oh.
No, this is just a thing that was like, I don't know why everyone everybody already knows about this stuff, I thought, and now they made it official in an official document they released.
No one was paying attention to them for a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
For a couple of years, try.
Yeah. And it was Linkara and someone named Holly, who was like their HR person. Well, loosely, she was their HR person, but she wasn't really like official their HR person. Was it Linkara? Someone named Gonzo, Dr. Gonzo. I never heard of him.
Oh,
that's
one
Spoonie's
of
alter
Spoonie's. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Mars Girl and some other people too.
Is Mars Girl still horrendously ugly?
How did I know you were gonna fucking say it? Would you fuck off? Really? Seriously?
So Spoonie just used a persona to sign this grievance thing. It wasn't actually him.
I think he was anonymous because there was an anonymous a grievance from an anonymous person talking about how she was how did they put it? Groomed to God.
Wasn't it like groomed to be a sex slave or like something like
yeah.
But
Oh, that's weird though. But that's okay. Fucking holy.
I know we've had her on the show before, but what if it was that chick with the goggles?
It wasn't.
No, I don't. Okay, if what do you guys hear about the fucking like that Smallville person was like in like co-running a weird sex cult?
I don't know if that's true though. I did see that though.
Apparently, yes, it is. Like I saw an article that like one of the regulars used to be on Battlestar Galactica. I guess like actually. She married her to stay in the U.S. and like got the weird cult leader's initials branded on her pussy and stuff. And they were like chasing cops in Mexico or something.
Cool.
Like that's the most bizarre shit in the world. And it's funny because it's like these articles they keep mentioning even more weird things offhand and not explaining them.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure if it was true or not. And that's actually kind of like how this.
Well, I mean, it's running through the mainstream press. I mean, granted that doesn't mean shit these days, but
yeah. But anyway, it was the other guy who was involved with that guy with the glasses, but I can't remember his name.
Benzai?
No, it was like a guy who was like in a managerial position. He wasn't a content creator.
Todd in the
Mike
accounting
something?
books.
Mike. Yeah, Mike's. Yeah, you're right. It was Mike something. Mike Monet, Mike something like that.
Mike
all of us
Matei.
Mikes keep in touch with each other.
Mike Matei,
Yeah.
secret benefactor of Channel Awesome for years.
Oh, Doug, doesn't that look like a butt?
But there was something like about him getting really drunk and like propositioning a gay person who worked there, and then there was like, I'm sorry, it wasn't him that was doing. They didn't name whoever was doing the sexual grooming, if that even happened at all. So I shouldn't say that it was him who did it, but people think it might have been him because he got fired for sexual misconduct. Supposedly, all of this is
Well, who hasn't this
Right.
year?
yeah.
Also,
That's
Mike
true.
Smith was right. Spoonie used a persona to sign the thing. He said, "I am thou, thou art I," and then he shot it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a fascinating thing to watch a bunch of fucking autists who
have been irrelevant for the last like 7 years.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just they were so big, and it's just it won't stop. Like
They should
all
get
this stuff
together
with
in
them will not stop.
They
But
should get
the funny
together.
part to me is that like because they've fallen so hard, like honestly, like nobody really cares about this except them.
I know.
Like, that's the
That's
funny
the
part.
funny part. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
No shit, Mitch. I'm just you know what? Fucking I don't want to do this anymore.
They should get together in a hotel conference room and have a big fight to settle the score.
Oh,
Yeah, they should film it and turn it into a movie.
That was the joke.
Oh, I haven't watched their movies.
Well, guess what?
It's a hotel conference room and they have a big fight.
Yeah, that's what I was implying when I said, well, guess what?
I thought you were genuinely wanting me to guess, and I did guess. So what do I get for a prize? Hey, Mitch,
Yeah,
I love you so much.
I know. I love you too. I'm actually really bummed. I'm going to be missing your wedding.
No, that's okay. You can get on a bus and
Can you
Come out
live
some
stream
other
it
time.
like Gaijin Goomba so I can watch it?
no, I'm not gonna live stream my fucking wedding. I'm already scared enough of like people that are actually there gonna be staring at me.
Did
all
that-
the time. Like,
did that dumb faggot actually do that?
Yes, and then apparently he stopped the wedding because apparently the cameras went out or something.
I only know of that guy.
oh fuck that! No way.
I only know of that guy because of that one cartoon.
That's the only thing I've ever heard about him, really. I don't
Oh,
watch any of
alright.
his videos or like go on Encyclopedia Dramatica to read all this shit, but that's like the one thing I heard. I'm like, man, that's fucked.
He's
Yeah,
that.
no, we won't do that. I was considering doing a live or or like a like in person record something when we're here, but it depends on when people arrive.
Let Mike talk instead.
No.
I was just gonna ask, like, he's that weeby Goomba guy, right?
Yeah, that's what Gaijin Goomba means.
Oh well.
Weebo
Gumbo.
Is he like affiliated with like the fucking game theory somehow? Or
Probably.
Yeah, back before that was as awful as it was now, and I subscribed to it. He every now and then one of his videos would be shit out.
Oh, okay. I seem to remember like the very earliest couple of game theory videos. I didn't mind because it was at least applying like in theory anyway. It was applying like physics to things about how like how a hook shot, if it worked as advertised, would like rip your arms off, and like how much pressure Wario would have to fart to actually lift off like that.
Right. It was good until Five Nights at Freddy's came out.
If so. Fast, would he turn into Sans from Undertale?
Yeah, well, there's that, and also just I mean, I never liked the guys like what's his face, Matt Pat.
Yeah,
he, like his voice was always his delivery was always like I'm so fucking smug.
He has a very
and it's like
voice.
I can't stand him.
It's bad,
so bad. I mean,
also,
granted, far be it from me to talk to somebody about having a shitty voice, but fucking hell,
I was annoyed that that Matt from Two Best Friends made yet another channel that I had to block.
Oh, Matt McMuscles? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I think of him, I definitely think of a guy with muscles. Are you fucking kidding me?
He shows up on a lot of podcasts we hate. He was on the other show, or Talking Simpsons, I should say. And then he was also recently on something like Wizard and the Bruiser that I used to listen to before I got sick of them.
Never heard of any of these people.
Wizard and the Bruiser is like Last Podcast on the Left, but for nerd stuff instead of true crime, because it's the same podcast network.
That sounds lame.
I used to like it.
Every podcast is for nerd stuff.
It was the one guy on their like main show, Roundtable of Gentlemen, that I actually really liked, and then the other guy that he has on there like works with Dorkly, and it's just like, ugh, God.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I heard you mentioned Dorkly. Matt sounds like he just smelled a really bad shit.
I had to unsubscribe from that Roundtable of Gentlemen show too, because in one of their episodes they were censoring the word gypsy.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious, and I don't know, but apparently it was worth censoring, even though I just watched the Emoji Movie a couple weeks ago, and they literally used that word for a joke in there at some point.
Well, I will tell you,
totally
Mr. Mike Matei Smith, Mr. Mike Bubbles Smith, I will tell you, the answer is I had a teacher for French who was a gypsy in high school, and she was really mad when I said gypped or gypsy. She's like, we are the Roma. We are not the gypsies. Gypsy is a mean word people tell us.
I feel like Romer is meaner.
Well, Roma, R-O-M-A, I guess, Romani or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Romani.
They're upset. They're upset because they don't.
That her mama used to dance for the money they throw.
Yeah. I guess I gave that teacher it was her first year teaching, and she got me. So like I made her cry. I flipped her the bird. I terrorized that poor woman the entire year until I got expelled. Did you ever
dated a fucking hunchback?
No, I did not. But the thing is I didn't really believe that she was a gypsy because she was really pale.
I don't believe in gypsies.
I don't believe in gypsies. I think she was actually a pikey.
You should have kept asking her for your 3 wishes.
Isn't that only if I help her out? I was being kind of a cunt to her.
No, she's gonna put the thinner curse on you.
Oh, she's put the curse of bladder cancer on me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. It's just the time.
You know, all these jokes about it, if I actually do turn out to have bladder cancer, I'll feel like an asshole. Not that I think I do.
You do.
Shut up, Mitch. I'm a terrible hypochondriac. Like, don't do that to me.
I mean, we all pee bleed sometimes. It's not a big deal.
We all pee.
Yeah, but it's been on a weekly basis for the last little while, so something's up here.
All right.
No, it's not all right. If we keep going with the show, eventually we will be 70 and complaining about how we shit ourselves this week.
Oh, well, I look forward to that.
We should go to break, but Mike Smith should say something before we go to break.
What do you guys normally? What happens at what?
Little lady wants it, so you better give us some. Yum, yum, I love cum. Shoot it on the face, then shoot it on the bum.
So,
segment 2. Shut up. Shut
Michael
up.
Smith, tell us about yourself. Why you're here, and what you're like, and how come you are with us now.
Wow, that was a sentence.
I am broadcast for 7 years.
I don't know. I just figured I've been listening to you guys long enough, and I'm going to school to basically do this. I thought, hey, why not try to get on air, right?
Makes sense, although you should not learn, and like, we are the worst example.
Right? No, this could very well kill my career, because like the first thing they teach us is to like keep your public image clean and
And you're fucked now.
right. Well, I think
boy,
here
boy.
there's so many Mike Smiths. By the time they find me, it'll be too late.
That's true.
That
true.
is probably true.
Gotta-
Are you the one who likes Transformers?
I mean, yeah, but doesn't everybody? Like,
Yes,
I haven't.
I couldn't remember.
I don't think I brought it up like any time. So
Oh.
Maybe that was somebody else then. I just remember
Yeah.
someone in our YouTube comments saying that they knew a lot about Transformers, but I guess that was someone else.
Could be, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do know that Mike is one of the 2 people who consistently comments on our LPs, which makes me very happy.
Yes.
well, you guys do good.
Aw. That's not
Oh.
true, but thank you.
What? Do you have a favorite LP?
Yeah, which is your favorite of my movies?
Yeah.
So
Jesus
far,
Christ.
I think my favorite has been Final Fantasy II, just because I get called stupid.
Oh, I called you stupid?
Yeah.
Why? What?
I don't remember that. That was like 2 years ago.
I left like a comment asking how to like level up MP more, and I guess since you do episodes ahead of time, you'd already explained it in one of the later episodes.
Oh, God.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I did. I mean, sorry.
It's all right. I know
don't
you weren't
remember that.
personally calling me
I call
stupid,
everyone
so
stupid.
yeah, it's fine.
Everyone who's not me is stupid.
It's
What are we talking about? What?
Hi, Mitch. We're talking about how apparently on a Let's Play comment I called Mike Smith stupid because he asked how to level up MP in Final Fantasy II.
Oh. Well, yeah, Mike Smith's just a fucking idiot for that. I don't know. Are we back on the show?
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
I went to piss. I told you.
Oh, I didn't. I thought. I asked, "Are we good?" I thought I actually heard you say, "Yeah." Oh, sorry.
I would
Maybe
like
he
to-
was rocking a piss and he was going, yeah! And you just heard him
now
from the
that I'm
bathroom.
back, I would like to announce something. If you've seen that yodeling Walmart kid, he looks exactly like I did when I was like 10. So
Everybody.
That
did.
fucking yodeling Walmart kid, is he like supposed to be Hank Williams?
no, like I'm dead fucking serious. And my sister just said this. If you photoshopped my like 10-year-old face on that kid's
We
body,
don't-
it would not.
Not
be a
everything
kid.
needs to be about you, Mitch.
No, it's like it's uncanny.
does.
Yeah, no, it does. For anything to be
uncanny,
relevant, I
dude.
have to make sure it's about me.
I just thought it would be a funny thing to mention. He like if you wonder what I look like-
as an altar boy who got
Exactly. Exactly. It's like
I
I'm
haven't
looking
watched any
into.
of that anyway.
I'm
so I don't
looking.
know.
I just seen pictures, but it's like looking into a fucking walking mirror.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, you still look like you're that age?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what, Matt? I don't need your fucking negativity. I try to come in here and I try to say something funny. You're just like, no, I don't. I'm not interested in this. So fuck you.
Yeah, I'm playing
I
the part
wanna
of Kate this week.
Huh?
I'm playing the part of Kate this week.
Yeah. Hey, you are a poop face.
No,
Matt,
No,
Matt,
everybody's making fun of me this week because I keep doing stupid shit and get embarrassed. Tony's making fun of me.
good.
You're making fun of me.
How's that son of a bitch doing anyway?
He's doing great. He's excited. We're gonna come visit him for our honeymoon. Hey,
All right,
With
cool.
the fucking indignation you said that. How's that son of a bitch do?
he's doing pretty good. He's taking some life and he's living it.
Matt, I have something I can talk to you about that you'll be interested in.
What?
You get to tear me a new asshole.
Okay,
I've started working out
good.
Good for you.
Yeah. Why would I disparage that?
because I'm
Yeah.
also like drinking protein smoothies like a Chad.
Okay.
Okay, well, good. Go ahead, do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, keep it up.
I don't touch that shit. I like to keep my fatness all natural, but you know,
Yeah.
I work
It's-
out every
it's not-
weekday. I work out.
I'm not trying to like watch my weight or anything. I just need to build up my upper body because I like
Why?
because I'm fucking skinny as shit.
I know, but it's just like Matt is.
I want
Matt's
to be a
already
big,
our muscle
strong
guy. I like how you're a twink.
I want to be a big, strong guy. I want to look like Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 5.
No, I don't want you
Well-
to get swole. I mean, getting toned is one thing, but I don't want you to stop being a twink.
It's gonna to get like fucking Chris Redfield. It's gonna take you about 6 years and a
I
lot
want
of
to look
steroids.
like I want to look like I want to look like both guys in that picture of where do you work out at the library. I want I want to look like those pictures that Sato guy draws, where he just draws people with tiny heads and gigantic.
I love that
I
guy.
know because you shared the Persona 5 guy today, and I was like, oh, that's really timely because the.
But
anime-
Mitch, how are you going to work out at the library if you don't like books?
Yeah.
I've also started reading.
Oh, have you? What are you
that's-
reading?
Yeah, what you got?
I'm reading a book right now called Horror Store.
I don't think that's going to get your head very big.
and
Oh, that's a book.
It's a book about an IKEA knockoff that is haunted.
Well,
Is this an actual
I
book
just
or is
started.
this a
I
manga?
just started.
No, I'm asking him a question about the thing he talked about. We're not done with the thing
I
he
just
talked
started.
about.
This is a novel. It is about an IKEA ripoff called Orsk, and all the chapter titles in this have like the little like dioramas on the side that look like the inside of an IKEA
That's cool.
instruction booklet. So that's cool.
So you still had to have pictures.
Have you
Well-
built any of the things?
Huh?
From the diagrams.
Well, some of them are like gurneys and like torture devices as you go later on in the book. So
Have you built any?
no, I have not. I mean,
I,
when we got our fucking sectional like last year, Corey put together most of it, but that's because like she was home from work and I wasn't. So
it's because you have a secret vagina.
well, I put together like the last third of it.
Uh-huh.
He put the pillows on.
Yeah,
You made it look really nice.
You're not too.
You made sure it
far.
worked with all the paintings and stuff, and the end tables.
He's actually not wrong. I did put all the pillows on. It's hard. It's hard to stuff those.
Yeah, you
stuffing
got to get the
things.
feng shui right.
No, it's hard to push the stuffing into the pillowcase. They just barely fit.
Oh, I'm gonna push your stuffing in, sailor.
Shut the fuck up, Kate.
I drive a forklift for a living.
I played Kirby's Dream Land 2 this week.
Oh,
Ooh, what did you inhale?
Everything.
slut.
That game is hard for a Kirby game. It doesn't
Oh
mean
my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
no. It's not like hard, but it's hard for a Kirby game. And I
If you
think
want to get all the rainbow things or
the
whatever.
rainbow drops they can kiss my ass. But
Yeah.
the only reason it's hard is because the Game Boy screen is smaller than like normal.
Are you playing it on a Game Boy?
Well, I'm playing it on the fucking no, I mean like the screen resolution in general. The sprites are like
Oh,
the sprites to screen size ratio are bigger than something like say Kirby's Adventure on NES or Kirby Superstar on Super NES.
Yeah,
So-
he's right. I mean, because they want to be visible on a small screen, so the sprites are always drawn real big in Game Boy games, which means you got kind of like less
Yeah.
scenery space to see what the hell's coming up in front of you.
But there's a lot of enemies in this game, so you're just like taking hits left and right, and because it's also kind of paired with that like stiffness of the Kirby controls that they kind of have. But
yeah.
There's
I
many
might
other
play that one again.
Rainbow.
I really like that one just because of the animal buddies. But I also never
Yeah.
played Dreamland 3, so
I didn't really play a whole lot of that one either. I think. I mean, I bought that Wii collection.
well, that's what I played it on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I also played Ghost Squad. I finally popped that in.
What's Ghost Squad?
It's a port of a Sega
Oh.
AM2. I bought it when we were at in Boston last.
Yeah, it's
time.
a shooter. I remember now. I mean, a light gun shooter.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's compatible with
okay.
the Zapper.
I'm sorry. When we're done, remind me to ask Matt something.
Okay. But yeah, Ghost Squad's great. I played through that last night with the Zapper. It's good fun.
Do you have like the plastic ka-chunk with it?
What?
The Zapper.
Yeah, that's what I said. I played it with the Zapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Although it kind of loses a little bit because the actual arcade game has a gun that's like made for that game where it's got like a little switch on the side to like switch between single fire, 3 fire burst, and like full auto. So that's kind of neat. And there's like a grenade gun too, or there's a grenade button, I should say. But the Wii version's pretty snappy. Although weirdest thing ever, and I don't know if the other light gun games by Sega for the Wii do this, but this one runs only in 4x3. Like I had my
Yeah,
Wii
it's
set
an
to
old
16
game,
by
I think.
9, but when you start the game, it only runs in 4x3. I guess because that's just how the arcade game ran.
That's probably the arcade screen aspect ratio.
But
I
that
mean,
thing's
it's
cool.
well, I mean, it's preferable to having it all stretched out, probably, especially a game where you need to be accurate.
Yeah, well, and now it's making me want to get other light gun games that Sega put out for the Wii, like LA Machine Guns and House of the Dead 2 and 3.
Yeah, I have that one.
I have House of the Dead 2 on Dreamcast, but I don't have a fucking light gun for it.
It's
I
also
haven't-
really snappy, the Wii version of this, because to reload, you just have to like move the cursor off screen instead of like actually shooting off screen like a lot of these games have you do.
Mm.
So reloading is like super quick and snappy. It feels good.
Yeah, I got most of the light gun games for the PS2 now, or
Nice.
if not all of them. There wasn't that many of them.
You got dead aim?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You have Ninja Assault, which I think
Yeah. Ninja Assault is fucking hard. I don't
Yes,
remember
it
it being
is.
as hard. And I have Vampire Knight's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because it's not that hard and it's just goofy as hell. I also got Endgame. That was pretty good.
I'm trying to think.
I think that's about. There's a bunch of Time Crisis.
I was gonna
games.
say there's gotta be at least one Time Crisis game for the PS2,
Yeah,
like Time Crisis 3 or some shit.
I think 2 and 3 are on.
Really, 2 has like PS1 graphics though.
Well, I'm not really sure. It's
Maybe.
either 3 and 4 or 2 and 3.
No, 4 is PS3, I thought.
Well, then maybe it is just 3.
The arcade in my mall has that Time Crisis. It's a Time Crisis game, but it's called Crisis Zone, and instead of having a pistol, you have like a fucking machine gun. That one's pretty cool. You're in like a mall, so like as you're shooting like dudes behind like magazine racks and shit, the magazines are like flying off the racks.
Because I actually got the box for. Oh, sorry, but Mike.
I was just gonna say, yeah, my mall used to have that arcade game, the one that Mitch was talking about.
Oh, Crisis Zone.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to think of
that's
that other shooter. It was a really goofy not Mad Dog McCree. It was like but it was like a live action people shooter, but I can't remember the name of it.
Was it in arcades?
Yeah, and it was on the Wii also.
Fuck, I don't know.
Because I forget the name of it. Oh, Target Terror.
Oh yeah, well that's kind of live action. Like they did like the Mortal Kombat thing where it's
Yeah.
like digitized.
But
sprites.
Target Terror was in a billiards by me.
Target Terror was fucking everywhere.
It was? Oh, okay. I never saw
Raw
it.
Thrills is like the only fucking company that still makes arcade games.
Oh, Christ.
They're making a 4-player Ninja Turtles arcade game, but it's based on the new cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
when I
actually
say
got-
new cartoon, I mean the Nickelodeon one, not the new one that's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what's weird is like they're making one now, but it's based on the cartoon that's stopping.
Or, no, it stopped already. It's over.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
So does
Like-
Nickelodeon not have Ninja Turtles anymore, or did they sell the rights?
I think they're making this new one, too. But they just
No.
ended the other show.
They just cycle it for a new crop of kids, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that
Basically.
makes sense.
But that
I'm
show
pretty
needed
sure.
to be over anyway, because it was getting
Right.
pretty boring.
I'm kind of bummed that Let's Go Jungle isn't on the Wii because that game's a fucking blast.
The hell's that?
That's the one. That's the light gun game where you play as like a guy and a girl on like a safari tour, trying to like rekindle their love life, and then you get. It's one of those games where you can just hold the trigger and shoot forever,
Oh.
and all these giant bugs are attacking you, and you get like points if like you and your partner shoot the same thing at the same time.
We'll just
Isn't
play
there
Bug
one-
Island.
Isn't there one where you're on a jeep and there's dinosaurs after you?
That's kind of what this is, but I think you're thinking of Jurassic Park or the Lost World. I should say.
Well, I don't think it was a Jurassic Park licensed one. I think it was like a ripoff of Jurassic Park.
Oh,
As a light gun game.
Jurassic. Because I think I know what you're talking about. Because there's that. It was like a really
Yeah.
crappy T-Rex, and people put sunglasses on. It's Jurassic Hunter. Isn't that what it's called?
Yes, I think so. Maybe.
I didn't know that was a
Probably-
shooter.
It's probably similar in the same vein as Let's Go Jungle. Then
I don't know.
Because people
I
would
know
Photoshop
there's-
it, it would say Ass Hunter.
That reminds me. Okay, Matt.
Yeah.
Yesterday I finished Fatal Frame. When did you give up? Because you wanted to tell me.
Oh yeah, I gave up you're in a small room with a pillar in the middle, and the blind ghost is trying to kill you.
Oh, okay. So that's that's the mask room. But I think the and blinded. Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, some ghost encounters are scripted and some of them are random.
Yeah,
So I think
that was scripted.
I think blinded. Yeah, was a scripted one. It's not too bad. I mean, because you have a fair like if you get out of the little cage where the fucking pillar is, like there's a fairly long hallway to run away from her.
It scared me too bad. Like at the time when I was playing, I was like, this is too fucking. This is like giving me too much anxiety, and I just stopped playing the game.
Oh, I had quite a swear while I was playing it.
How far was I then?
You were pretty close to the end.
Oh,
You would have been towards the end of the third night, and there's only 4 nights.
Oh, all right.
So,
what are we talking about? Fatal Frame? I missed the name of the game.
Fatal Frame, yeah,
Yeah.
the first one, but the final boss I cussed at so much just because like she's not hard, but she kills you in one hit. Like if
Oh,
she so much
fuck.
as touches you,
Yeah,
you die.
I beat that game, and
If you
it's a good
have,
game.
if you have a stone mirror, you can take another hit because it basically functions like a bottle fairy. But beyond that, like you are fucked.
Yeah,
And it really, and the last save point is like a mile away. So
the
it's
scariest thing in that game are those like weird headless ghost girl heads that just like circle you and then like fly straight at you.
I began to get really pissed off towards the end of it just because like I just ran from like random ghosts because you don't have to defeat them and I didn't feel like wasting film on them. So it got to a point where like I was going through a room, a scripted ghost encounter that I had to defeat spawned, but also there was like 2 other random ghosts up my ass chasing me from a previous room. And it was just awful.
I was actually
That's so
enjoying the
mad.
one on Wii U. I just haven't. Again, it was like it's just these games freak me out. So maybe I'm now that I'm doped.
You know,
up,
I
can
did
play.
find it like kind of like it was definitely had a pretty creepy vibe and sort of hair on the neck thing, which is surprising because it's surprising that I found it as unsettling as I did, because it's probably the only survival horror game I've ever played that has a T rating, because they don't really, because the enemies are ghosts. They're not like zombies with guts hanging out or anything. There's no blood in it. They don't show any gory moments, even in like the flashbacks to the evil rituals or whatever.
It's more the sound design. That's
yeah.
It's a good game.
It
They're all
is
really good.
I don't know why, but it kind of reminded me of Illbleed, and it really shouldn't. I think it's because it's like the Japanese schoolgirl protagonists are similar, and also the way like in Illbleed, when you can go into first person and like look at things and like tag things as like an identified trap or whatever. So or like notice scares and stuff. So I think between that and sort of the camera, it kind of blended in my brain.
What about you, Mike? You playing any games?
Yeah, I'm juggling Far Cry 5 and Ni no Kuni 2 right now.
Oh shit!
Oh,
you play new games.
How about that? Yeah.
How's Ni no Kuni 2?
It's fun. It's a lot better than the first one. The combat's a lot less stressful.
Well, because the first one just keeps giving you tutorials. Like
Right,
20 hours in,
yeah.
it's like, here's this new thing. Because it starts out like, okay, you're this kid. Here's how you attack. Okay, now you're a kid with a monster. Okay, now you're a kid with multiple monsters. Okay, now you're multiple people with multiple monsters. It's
Yeah,
just
it doesn't
fucked.
take 5 hours to get into the game. Like, you are basically dropped right into this one.
Don't
Oh,
get me
all right.
wrong, I like the first Ni no Kuni, but man, it's got like that was that era when like Final Fantasy 13 and a bunch of other shit came out where it's like we're just gonna keep piling shit on for the first 20 hours until you figure
Right.
out what the fuck to do.
Right.
How you
Yeah,
like it?
no, the sequel's fun. I like it.
Nice.
How you like it, Far Cry 5?
I like it. I liked it way better than Primal. It's super glitchy, but nothing game-breaking just yet. But I mean, it's an open world game.
Primal
So
was the thing. Holy shit!
Everyone forgot Primal was a thing. Besides Mike. Yeah.
Are you a Far Cry fan, or are you just playing it because you're playing it?
I'm a fan. I started with 3, but I'll get to the original 2 eventually.
Oh, okay. I only played the first one, and I only made it like halfway because I got to a part where I had to hang glide, and people were attacking me while I was hang gliding, and I had
Right.
no ammo left, and I was getting really mad.
Far
Yeah,
Cry
that's-
2 does some really cool, intricate stuff, but it's like obtuse because of that.
I hear that game is actually like kind of like depressing.
Well, yeah, that too. But like Far Cry 2 does this shit where it's like if you want to look at the map, you have to like physically move your character's head down to look at the map that he's holding in his hand.
Oh, it's like that early 360 PS3 thing where it's like we're gonna do away with the fucking UI and just
Yeah.
have it,
Well, the game still has a
be present in the
UI.
game.
I'm just saying, like, Far Cry 2 is the Far Cry game that like the snobby people like because it does a lot of crazy shit.
Well, it's just when you mentioned the map thing and stuff, it just like reminded me of the 2008 Alone in the Dark, where it's like you have to look down at your own like shitty coat to find stuff, and it's a pain in the ass.
I never played that.
Oh, don't.
Yeah,
I know you
no,
had a clip
it's-
of it in the old RA plays like intro or whatever.
Yeah, I did. Well, because it just happened to be playing it at the time, and it's just like, whatever. I'll just record this.
Isn't that game where they goes like "fuck you, fuck you"? Like,
Let Mike
Probably.
talk.
I don't know. I didn't get too
Let
far.
Mike talk.
I am.
No, you're not.
I'm having a
Neither of you
conversation. I'm engaging with him.
are. No, you're not.
Mr. Mike, continue about Far Cry 5. How politically incorrect is it?
It's been really subtle so far. Like, politics haven't come directly into it. There's been a couple of, one-liners by some NPCs about, oh, can you believe he's the president now? Or, something like that. But the politics don't really come into the story.
Well, see, because that's what I saw. Like, any article I saw about that game was just like liberal journalists being like, this
Yeah.
game isn't political enough. This game
Yeah.
isn't standing up for what it should.
how
It's
can I
like,
appreciate this game if
Christ
it's
almighty.
not saying something?
I know everything is political.
They focus more on making the game good than making a message.
Yeah, I saw at GameStop they had like for the pre-order giveaway they give you like this mason jar with a handle on it, beer mug.
Oh, those things you can buy at Michael's for like $5.
Yes, I wanted that more than the game, but I bought neither.
Go to a craft store.
I did go to a craft store that same day actually because I bought the ribbon for the hand fasting.
Ah, nice.
And then besides those two, I'm replaying Golden Sun 1 and 2 because I just can't quit
Ooh.
those games.
I played the first one a couple of years ago, or maybe 1 year ago, I guess. I liked it, but it reminded me a bit of why RPGs annoy me.
Yeah,
I
no,
felt like
it's-
it kind of got a bit grindy in places.
Yeah, like every time I go back to it, I realize just how bad of a game it really is.
And like I did the optional like pirate daddy bonus boss, and,
Yeah.
I was so fucking furious when I found out that that's actually optional. I thought it was part of the story.
So
I just
Kate-
oh,
Kate revealed to me that Camelot was the people who made Shining Force.
yeah.
And I didn't realize that. I'm in like a YouTube video this week. I saw footage of the battle system in Shining Force, like what it looks like when you're actually engaged in a fight. And I'm like,
And
oh,
I
that's
really
Golden
hate it. It
Sun.
looks like shit.
It's Golden Sun. Like it's the same. camera
It's
angle.
not Golden Sun at all.
Yeah.
It's much closer to Fire Emblem.
But you know what? No, I mean the tactical thing is like Fire Emblem. But when you get in an actual battle and it's like the dudes are facing each other to fight, it looks like the same camera angle as Golden Sun.
I'm not even
It's
trying to
like
be like
behind the shoulder.
argumentative. I just genuinely do not see it because
It's
like when
behind
you attack, all you get is a little like Fire Emblem cutscene of the units attacking each other, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think he's saying like the camera's positioned like it would be in Golden Sun.
Is it?
Like it's
Yeah, and the font looks similar too.
yeah, a little bit like how it's over the shoulder of your character.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
pulled
Thank you,
back a
Mike,
little
for
bit.
not being a fuck.
Okay. Well, all right, fine. My brain is not
Working.
good. Well, I told you I'd fucking open the door to the bathroom to the fucking tattoo studio. I should have just pretended I had to pee.
What? Was I not here when you said that story?
No, I guess not.
Was I pissing?
No, I think you just weren't on yet. I don't know. I told you that I went to see the consult for my tattoo, and the guy was really cute. And I, instead of leaving out the door, I opened the bathroom door instead because I'm stupid. And I should have pretended that I peed.
You're
And
the
if I
kind of
had
person-
if I had not given him my $200 deposit already for it, I would never come back.
You're the kind of person who would go to leave and walk into a closet, and then like they would be like, "That's a closet," and you'd be like, "Yep," and then just sitting there for 15 minutes until they left.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's when I was about 10, I had to get some work done on my feet. So to like prolong it, I got up to go to the bathroom from the office, and as I'm walking back, I'm looking down, taking one last look at my feet before they're chopped off, and I'm not paying attention. I walk into the gynecologist office. Like it's
Ooh.
And then
Yeah.
you saw a pussy,
that's when I realized, ew.
and that's what grew your foot fetish. You
I
were
mean,
thinking about your feet, and then
Like
you
the
saw
door
pussy
was
and got a
locked. I
boner.
didn't get in, but
Oh well, that would have made the story for you.
the fagools?
no.
Oh.
I mean,
He listens to this show. Of
Maybe,
course he is.
no.
Okay.
Who wants to
talk
start
to
a
me
horror?
after the broadcast ends.
Who wants to start a horror ska
Sure,
band
okay,
called the Fagools?
The fagools?
Or no, the Boneyard Boys is my horror ska band. Who wants to start a horror glam rock band called the Fagools?
I was looking at tits. Did you say you got your feet chopped off?
Can I have them?
Yeah. Can I?
Well,
have
I just had ingrown toenails removed, but I figured that would be too much.
oh, I think I'm getting one.
Please tell me I don't have to put feet as a show note for like a third week in a row.
No, this podcast is now about our failing bodies as we age.
Hasn't it always been?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, your asshole fell out.
Yeah.
My urinary tract is apparently ruptured.
The only thing I got that's wrong with me right now is because I'm working out and like I'm not used to working.
Oh my
God! No, shut the fuck up.
I'm working out, guys.
No, because I'm not used to using these arm muscles. Now when I like bend my when you go to like touch your shoulder on the same with the same arm on the same side, like that hurts now because my arms are too sore. So
Well, Mitch, you got to do. You can't. Can't push yourself until you just like your arms snap off. You got to be reasonable.
no, I mean it's
working
not
out at
like
home or at the
debilitating.
gym?
It's what?
Where are you working out?
Just at home.
Oh, you're gay.
I work it at home too because I'm shy. But the thing is I you know what kind of bums me out is that I'm actually like relatively like in good shape. It's just encased in fat, and it's infuriating because it's like I do all these outdoorsy things
So if only
and I
the
work
sun,
out all the time. And if only I could stop eating.
if only the sun would melt all this fat off me, I know I have a
Yeah,
beautiful
pretty
body
much.
underneath. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, actually, a fucking not amusing story at all is when I bought my bow last year. They make you do like a lesson with them when you buy the bow so that you know how to not
Really?
Yourself with it? Yes, they do.
It makes
Oh.
sense.
Because they've got like the full like range in the back, and the guys who run the store are like former like Olympic trainers, and they're tired of watching people fucking not do things properly. So anyway, the guy's like showing me like, here, this is the correct way to grip your bow. Hold it like this, and then he like pushes down on my arm, and he's like, see how that's solid? And he's like, now hold it like this. This is the stupid way to do it. And he pushes down on my arm again. He's like, yeah, you won't be able to hold it up. And my arm still is like solid. And he's like, well, I guess it's okay both ways. And he kind of just like walks off. It was fun.
Thanks.
And then there was these other two people that came in that had a tail, and that I didn't understand, because this shop is it sells like hunting stuff. Obviously, it's selling bows, hunting stuff. It's selling hats about how Trudeau is an asshole and MAGA hats and stuff like that.
Well, he
and
is.
and so like John and I are in the range shooting one week, and I see these people walk in, and one of them's this girl with a cat ear headband and a tail hanging out of her pants, and I'm like, this is not going to end well. I don't know why you're doing here.
Was she also shaped like a pear?
I don't think so. No, she was relatively good looking, but I can tell at first glance she's probably nuts.
So like the people who wear like a fake tail and cat ears like that, either they're shaped like a pear or they're rail thin, but either way they have like weird.
Yeah, there's no in between with those people, huh?
Yeah,
This is one of the thin ones.
they all have weird looking faces. I'm trying not to just straight up say they all have like busted up ugly faces, because Matt will be like, how dare you, sir?
I don't think he will. The point of my story is that my arms are fairly strong. The problem is that they're encased in several layers of fat, and I will die early.
I
You
know
just
that.
need to form a chrysalis and then reemerge.
No, I've already formed the fat chrysalis. The problem is I can't get out of it.
Oh god, I just had like a horrible visual of you like breaking out of your skin, but like it's just your head attached
Just
to
my
your skull.
skeleton. Me and my narrow pelvis.
That's gonna happen at the wedding.
Yeah, it will.
And then you're gonna grab the mic from the MC and be like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show." And then they're all sitting in like their fold out chairs, and like even though there's no armrests, somehow like things come out to like strap their arms to the chairs, and then you force them to watch all the Let's Plays you've done so far.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the screams from them erupt through the forest, and like birds fly out of the canopy as the camera fades back.
I'm already making them scatter flowers for us. So I mean,
Fucking making everyone do all the work. You can't just have a flower
exactly.
girl.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know any girls.
What am I, gay?
They've got gross pussies. I just only like feet.
Mike, if you're gay, how gay would you be?
Well, I mean, it's like you said, I'm here, so pretty gay.
Yeah, but like on a scale from 1 to Matt.
Probably a solid 8.
Okay.
Did you know Vince McMahon, when he was a kid, stuffed a bunch of dry leaves into a little girl's pussy?
Sweet.
I beg your fucking, like, with one of those things that they use to pack cannons down.
Yeah,
I've got a great idea.
that's what he said. The little 6-year-old Vince McMahon was like, "I got a great idea.
That was the,
I'm gonna stuff a bunch of dried leaves into your pussy."
and then it was 6-year-old him, but doing that thing where he's like leaning back in the chair and like screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tugged on his ear when he got scared when some adults came into the woods.
Oh.
See, they were in the woods.
Okay, so is this a real story, or are you just fucking around?
It was a real story.
Okay,
it's
why
in an
did this-
interview. It's a Playboy
What brought
interview that
that
he
up?
did like 20 years ago. I just wanted to say it.
I just wanted to impart that knowledge.
I have this horrible burden of WWE knowledge in my head, and I have to let it out sometimes.
There's
otherwise
there's a pretty good podcast called How to Wrestling. It's a number 2, How to Wrestling. It's on SoundCloud. It's like a husband and wife team talking about. He's teaching her about wrestling history. She's kind of a cuck, but it kind of lends like an.
So he's
It's like
fucking
another.
other men.
It's another opinion. That I mean, it's like a differing opinion sometimes about like how, sexist or whatever you want to say, like WWF stuff used to be, or whatever.
Ugh.
yeah. Also,
But she's
Kate,
not
yes,
so bad because she still likes, like
She
she
got
loves
titty.
Scott's. Yeah, she got titty, and she loves. Actually, I don't know what her titty is like, and she likes Scott Steiner. So I mean, you can't be that much of a feminist if you like Scott Steiner.
also, Kate, to answer your question, yes, he is fucking another man. They're wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's
That
true.
was implied.
Matt,
Yeah.
when you are here, will you go to drink with me
No,
Why not?
because I don't drink.
Are you asking?
Well,
Matt
okay,
out on a
will
date
you
right
come
now?
with me while I drink?
No.
Will you come with me, Jake and Lee, while we all drink and have fun, and you sit there being sad?
Maybe.
You're really selling it up there, aren't you?
All right, cool.
Well, I mean, Christina's gonna be with me, so at least I'll have someone else who's not drinking.
oh, she
Matt-
don't drink either.
No,
Matt, are any of these people on this wrestling show? Does any of them have a lisp?
no.
Okay, then maybe. I'll listen.
Sailors.
They're British. They're British though, so you won't like them.
Oh no, then
Boy, sailors.
I've realized what my pet peeves are when it comes to listening to podcasts. It's-
Everything. If
No,
they're
it's-
not attractive, if I don't want to fuck them, and if they're not American,
I have a very, very specific list here. It's if they have a lisp, then I can't do it. If they are British, or if they do this thing where they leave a short gap of silence and then before they talk again, they inhale while smacking their lips. Like just don't say anything for a second. I'll show you. And that's what happened. Anyway, and it's like, oh God, stop! Like,
I
can't
hate it when
stand it.
you're listening to the radio and you start noticing when people are breathing
yeah.
during their DJs or during
Yeah.
songs, and you just can't un-listen to it.
yeah, I never noticed that with Kate either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to go through hours of radio broadcast and edit out breathing and lip smacking, and it's
Yeah,
Dude,
gee,
it's-
I don't
it's
know
the
how
worst.
that is at all.
Well, I have to do
Oh,
the
yeah.
same thing for Matt during
Fair
the
enough.
after shows because he's always going like just exhaling super hard.
Because he's running out of steam and he's just like, you need to put more coals in him.
It's him.
I know, I do it too. I have to edit out myself as well.
It's him exhaling at the end of every sentence and Kate inhaling before every sentence.
Well, we breathe in each other's air.
Back and forth with the same air.
Yeah.
the same jokes
anytime
forever.
Meanwhile, my tick is anytime I say something that I think is funny, I like go at the end of it.
Do you really? I don't notice
sometimes
that. I don't notice it because
maybe
you
not
never
on
say
the
anything
podcast,
funny.
but in waking life, yes, I do.
Well, you never say anything
In waking life, is this a dream?
funny. Waking life. When I am awake, I am never funny. But when I dream, I am the talk of the town.
Look, I went to a progressive rock show last week, so if I'm talking
Ew.
like a fucking
Yeah.
like a Dungeons and Dragons character, that's why.
What band was this?
Between the Buried and Me. So it's like progressive rock but metal, so all screamy.
That sounds awful.
No, it was great. That show was fucking rad.
That sounds awful.
Their encore was a 15-minute long song.
You know, Christina's got a slight lisp. I should really be offended by all this. Really,
It's if a man has a lisp, but I expect a woman. To
I
have
think
a
girls
lisp.
that have a lisp are cute.
This is why earlier on Facebook this week I was like, seriously, how do guys have lisps? Like, grow the fuck up. Come on.
Well,
God,
I mean,
what if
how-
they're gay?
Wow, I did just inhale. Okay, so but like
Yeah.
how long? How much of a lisp is cute? Because I knew girls in school that would talk like this.
No, that's
And like
too
that's
much.
a bit too much.
No, that's
you
too much.
think because it's like
Not like a mouthful of braces lisping.
I mean, no, that does it for me. That's my fetish right
Oh,
there.
okay, good.
because it makes you think
This
it's
is,
saliva.
there.
There's a video game music show that I listen to that's not it's not VG Empire. And I
Okay.
You didn't accuse
for a while
it
I
of
listened
being
to
bad.
it through speakers, so I didn't notice it. But then when I put headphones in, I heard the one guy has a lisp, and he's just like, "Yeah, this game was on the Sega Saturn." It's just like, "Oh God, I can't do this. I
Oh,
can't
no.
do this."
Well, I mean, there's petty things. It's like how I can't watch those GameSat guys just because their mouths look weird.
Dude, they are weird. They're like,
They're just like their mouths look weird. They're like little like dog snouts coming out of their faces.
yeah, I know what you're
Say
talking
it.
about.
No,
Both
Christina's
of them.
got, no, she only has a very slight lisp during certain words. It's not even like a lisp, really.
Does it get stronger when she gets excited?
I don't think so.
Because that's when it's cute.
I actually forget the word. I don't think it's like an SH sound either. I think it's something different.
Is it pussy?
Yeah, pushy. Pushy. Remember when
So I stuck it in her pussy, and then
yeah, it's not like the I know what you mean. Like the lisp with the tongue between the teeth is annoying.
yes,
The more whistly kind of lisp I think is cute.
on a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the groundhog and
That's
I
not
can't-
a
I can't
lisp,
emulate
that's just
that,
a
but-
whistle.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not in the
Our
book.
speech impediments then.
I never got that joke as a kid.
What?
When the gopher is like, "I'm not in the book."
He's not in the book.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
he's not in the
Not
book.
in the
He's not in the original Winnie the Pooh book. He's only in the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's just breaking the fourth wall. I didn't get that
You
joke.
know that if you read the book.
Wait, is that in a new movie?
No, that's in like the '60s one.
Oh, okay, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. I got my copy of The Time Machine in finally. So I've started to read that. It was only the first chapter, so far all it is There hasn't been actually any time travel as yet. It's mostly just the time traveler arguing with his dinner guests about whether or not time travel is possible. And he's
Yeah,
just
it sucks.
You motherfuckers, wait right here. I'll be back.
Did
Yeah, and then
anyone,
he
Suck. Oh wow, 7 pages. Oh gosh, how much? What an impatient thing to wait for.
did anyone give a shit about that Wrinkle in Time movie that came out?
What?
That came out.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
Okay, I guess that answers my question.
Well, I didn't even know the Tomb Raider movie came out last week.
I know, right?
That already came out.
Yeah.
You'd
Oh.
think
Been out for a
Christina
couple
would have
weeks.
told you.
No, she doesn't want to see it either.
Does she like the
Wow.
new Tomb Raiders or just the old ones?
She likes the new ones. Well,
I,
she didn't really like the second one too much.
I beat Lara Croft Go.
Oh fuck. Okay.
That game's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, we both liked the newest of the new reboots, and I got her the second one. She didn't even finish it, and it actually didn't look all that good either. It just looked like more of the same but boring. More boring.
That's the one where she's on a mountain, right?
That's the first one, I think.
Well, there's mountains in both of them, but I think he's talking about the opening scene of Rise of the Tomb
Yeah.
Raider, where you're on like a stormy, wintry mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like white chocolate.
White
Have
chocolate
any of
is
you guys
pretty
played
good.
Lara Croft Go?
No.
No.
I got it in the Humble Monthly.
Do you know what it is?
No.
I have no idea what it is.
It's a Tomb Raider game for phones, or I guess it's on consoles too, but it's like grid based. So like every time you move Lara, like all the enemies like also make a move, and you
Wow, do I not
It's a
care
puzzle
already?
game.
That's boring.
It's a cool
I
game.
don't want to play that. I canceled Humble Monthly actually this time because not that the games they give you are bad, because it's a pretty good selection and everything. But the thing is like realistically, I pretty much only play like PS2 era games, and just so nobody shits down my throat, that includes other things like computer games of the time or whatever. But anyway, I don't play newer games that often, and I already have a backlog of like 1,000
Like it.
things.
Is it
so-
because they're popular and you hate them?
Yeah, no, it's because they're popular. So I canceled it. But I mean, really, the reason I signed up is because I wanted to get Civ 6 for $12. So,
Yeah. Yeah, they just gave out like Mafia 3 on that thing.
yes, they did. That was the last bundle I got.
And I
from
think
them.
Deus Ex.
Yeah, Mankind Divided was in
Yeah.
there this month too,
The
which I didn't
Black
have,
Ops.
so that's nice. Because I did just finish the original.
Yeah, Square Enix games for me seem to be like I'll like the first one, but not the sequel.
Well, like Bravely Default.
What about Final Fantasy?
Well, not those, not Final Fantasy. Well, actually, I do like the first Final Fantasy.
Do you?
I think it's cool.
Oh, good. I thought you hadn't played it when we went through it.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
So with the actual sequels within that, it seems like people like 10 and then don't like 10-2, and then inversely, people don't like 13 but they like 13-2.
I like 10-2. I think the only reason people don't like 10-2 is because they're scared of girls.
Yeah.
I don't know. It also seems kind of silly.
Well,
It is very silly. It's
Yeah.
silly fun,
I'm
and
gonna
it's got
play
a
it. Don't
great
get me
battle
wrong.
system.
Right. Like after the sad, depressing ending of 10, they needed, something funny or
That,
more
the ending of
lighthearted.
that game was great because it meant the game was over and I didn't have to deal with these retards anymore.
Here we go again.
I'm sorry.
Old fucking racist Uncle Mitch at the family gathering.
No,
fucking
Waka's
goes.
racist because he doesn't like the Albed because they use
No,
Machina,
it's
he's
because
a
they use
fucking religious
Machina.
zealot.
Yes, it's because he's a religious zealot. He's not racist.
He is racist.
He's not
points out that
racist.
Riku's an Albed, which I don't know how he didn't because she's got the eyes.
Yeah,
know-
because he's a fucking idiot.
Okay,
He's gotten hit in the head with blitz balls so often. His hair is like 10 foot high. He doesn't
They
know
all
what
got
the
hit in the
hell's
head
going
with fucking blitz balls. Kamari doesn't even speak. He's
on. I mean, think about how long they hold their breath during those games. They've all got oxygen deprivation.
Yuna literally talks like she's got autism, and
I
fucking,
does.
love her so much, though.
why? What's
She's
great
so
about her?
cute and so sweet and like
you know who's
so
better than
like
Yuna?
innocent and naive. And Riku is best girl definitely, but still.
They took
Yuna.
Yuna and then they made her prettier and actually have a purpose in 12 in Princess Ash because she looks
I love
just like
Princess
Yuna.
Ash too a lot.
But Fran's the best girl in
is
that
best
game.
girl.
Nah, I don't really go for the goth chick too much, to be honest with you. And Lulu feels like she's like gonna like be upset with me all the time, and I'm not really down with that. So,
Yeah.
like
I think
I mean,
even
and just look at how she like henpecks Waka all the fucking times. Like she doesn't
Well,
give
'cause she
that
loves
fucking
him.
guy a break. I know, and that's the problem. Is I don't
She's
need to
gonna-
deal with that
She's
shit.
gonna get pregnant with Chapu too, Electric Boogaloo. Doesn't she have a kid with Waka?
Yes.
Or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a book based off like the third technical.
Isn't that the one where like Tidus kicks a blitzball, but it's a bomb and it blows his head up or something?
Maybe I never read it.
I did hear there was some manner of book, yes, but that it. I also read that it doesn't rule out a potential 10-3, but I don't know why they do that this late.
Right.
But then again, they did fucking After Years like 20.
They also did Lightning Returns, so who the fuck knows at this
Okay,
point.
Lightning Returns at least was like sequential with the rest of the 13 releases, right?
I don't
it's
know.
not
I've
like you're
never
going back.
finished any of those. I never played 10, 13. I never played 13.
You don't have to play it to know that it came out in order with the other releases of the 13 trilogy versus going back 20 fucking
Returns, right?
Oh my god, that doesn't count. It's an MMO.
All you gotta know was After Years is like the worst Final Fantasy game.
After Years sucks because you have to repeat so much content. Like you go through the same dungeon and fight the same bosses over
Well,
and
I'm
over.
never
going to
do that because I have the DS version of 4 on my Steam account. So
yeah, After Years is also part of that.
oh no.
I would have been fine with revisiting old locations. I mean, it has been a while in game. What I didn't like is how half of your party is either like paladins or white mages in this one. Like,
yeah, it's not good. I mean, like if we ever get to 4 in our Let's Plays, when it comes to After Years, what I would do is just like I'd only show a dungeon once. Basically, with whoever gets there first, and then I'd just kind of cut it all together into a single thing instead
Isn't
of.
there another like 4 epilogue thing besides?
It's called Interlude. It came with the PSP version, and it just bridges the gap between 4 and After Years, which is even worse because it's another scenario where you're going through the same dungeon again.
Are you going to talk about when you play 5? Are you going to talk about the 5 sequel movie?
Probably. I will. I really like 5 actually. The job system in that game is great.
yeah.
We saw a trailer for the 5 sequel movie at MagFest on a really old tiny CRT a couple of years ago.
Did you big cume?
No, we filmed it and then we played the trailer music over Alex and Chris Ott dancing.
Oh,
yeah.
So the sequel movie, that's new-ish. Like I don't think I've
No,
heard
it's
of it
like
before.
an
no,
old
it's like an old OVA.
Yeah.
All right.
Anime.
Legend of the Crystals, I think, is what it's called.
Legend of the
Alright.
Crystal Skull.
And then there's Final Fantasy Unlimited, which I've never fucking seen, but it looks like it barely relates to any of the games at all.
Well, I mean, the games barely relate to each other, so.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, the designs in Final Fantasy Unlimited look weird, even for Final Fantasy.
I don't know. I mean, around the time that came out, I mean, the last thing was probably that fucking Spirits Within movie, so.
I cannot remember Spirits Within to save my life. But that's because the last time I saw it, I think I was like 10.
I saw it in the theater and I liked it at the time, but I had never actually played a Final Fantasy game at that point, so. Because I was a Sega kid, so I had Phantasy Star, but I didn't need no Final Fantasy shit.
You were too busy playing Parasite Eve.
Fucking, I wish I had Parasite. Actually, I do have Parasite Eve. I should play that.
Just
Holy
don't play
shit,
the third
thank you,
one.
Mitch.
Yeah,
Third
don't-
birthday?
Yeah.
Why?
I heard it's bad.
Yeah, it's such a departure from like it basically becomes an action shooter. It's
I may be okay with that.
But it's also on PSP, so like,
yeah.
I didn't know Parasite Eve was actually a book first.
Yeah.
I'm playing the first Medal of Honor right now, so I mean,
I saw that.
yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. I liked Medal of Honor way back when. Frontline was my shit, and it was like the thing before Call of Duty came out, and it was like. But I think what happened is like all the good people from the Medal of Honor series like left to make Call of Duty, so the subsequent Medal of Honors became kind of shit. But it's fun. I mean, the first one was like produced by Steven Spielberg, like right after fucking Saving Private Ryan came out, because I guess he's just got a giant war boner because he's a Jew. But it's pretty good. I gotta say, I gotta commend fucking Medal of Honor 1 for, despite being a console shooter from 1999, it supports dual analog control, unlike certain shitty games like GoldenEye and fucking Perfect Dark.
I think there's an Alien game for PS1 that uses dual analog, and people reviewed it at the time, and they were like, "This sucks. Why is this?"
I think it was like the first game to do that.
Yeah,
I just think that the GoldenEye and Perfect Dark are severely hampered by shitty controls. And you can't even say it was fair for the time because you had things like Duke 3D on PC that had mouse look, so that Rare should have fucking thought twice.
Well, it was made by British people, and they don't know. What
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are inbred. And
they were like, "This would work great on the Specky."
they didn't have a license for a second stick, I think.
Break.
I'm about to break.
Yeah, I'd like to go into break.
I think Matt's mad because I don't like GoldenEye.
What?
I said Matt's probably mad because I don't like GoldenEye.
Well, it's just the same shit every time.
Is you mad
Really?
that they brought up Final Fantasy X?
No, it's just I don't like GoldenEye or Perfect Dark. Those are rare games. Yeah, well, they were British. I mean, it's like I feel like if I just recorded, I could just repeat recordings of you people, and no one would notice because you just say the same stuff every time anyway.
That's not true. We say it like every other time. I wasn't even here last week.
We talked about wrestling last week. That's a thing that Matt's never brought up ever before.
Well, I don't say the same thing about it every time.
Yeah,
I
you
brought
did.
up a new thing today.
Same game last week. You were talking about.
Yeah, I forgot. You know, if you play a game, no matter the length of time that you play a game, if you played it once, you should never play it again.
And I'll tell you what time it was at least relevant to the conversation because Medal of Honor did something right for the first and last time.
I want to fuck the Stroophoff.
Fuck the Stroophoff?
Oh.
I thought you boys understood. It's business. That's all it is. We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team. Let's make some money.
So, have any of you seen the reboot on Netflix?
I have not because I don't like to. It's like the equivalent. It would be the equivalent for me of like people who went to see Indiana Jones 4 and cried about their rape childhoods. Like for me, that would be my rape childhood.
Right. Yeah. No,
so I just have steered right away from that.
I think it just looks bad.
I'm cribbing this from another podcast, but it's just Code Lyoko now, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's just
Yeah.
live action Code Lyoko.
It looks like Zix level 1 or whatever. That
Yeah.
They
fucking
also
show was.
mentioned that when they were talking about it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I
don't know
guess
what
I can
Zix
never
is.
mention that again.
No, I don't know what Zix is. What is Zix?
It was another. I think it was Mainframe that did the animation for it. It was another Canadian.
Can you
show.
spell that so I can Google it?
ZIXX. It was another Canadian show about kids who were like in a school and they could go into cyberspace, and in the cyberspace they were CG fighting things.
I'm looking at a YouTube thumbnail. It says Zix Level 2 Episode 8 Spin Cycle, and it looks like a fat chick wearing a VR headset and two kids standing in the background.
Yeah, basically. Also, like the principal was doing evil things in the school basement or something like that. I don't know.
Wow. The
It's
fucking
not
CGI
good.
is like an old fucking like PS2 game.
Yeah, they called it like the first season was Zix Level 1 and then the second season was Zix Level 2, I guess. But
Yeah.
anyway, fucking yeah, it's not good. And then like the Guardian like anytime I saw things from it, it looked like a bad cross between Zix and fucking like the new Power Rangers where the costumes are way too detailed.
I'm looking at a picture of the cast here, and it's like somewhat multicultural, and there's my girlfriend in the front with a fucking sword
Yeah, that'd be her.
and a smartphone on her fucking wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Just make sure you're not looking at weirdos.
What?
Weirdos.
I don't get it.
The other Mainframe show that sucks.
Oh no! How do you spell that?
Weird O's. OHS. Weird O's.
Okay, that's the part I needed to know. Wow, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
I want to
It's like,
see.
it's like Mainframe doing those punk rock designs where it's like a bunch of weird monsters driving hot rods.
Yep.
Wow,
That's the
fucked.
show.
Man, I'm glad CG's finally gotten better.
Yeah, this does
Well,
not look
yeah,
good.
it was Mainframe fell off hard, man. It was like Reboot, Beast Wars, and Shadow Raiders or War Planets, I guess, in the States. Like, a solid string of great kid shows, and then Weirdos hit, and then it was Zix, and then it was like it just kept getting worse. And
There's a
worse.
character in Weirdos named Daddy.
Oh, of course
Is
there
Weirdos
is.
based on like a toy line?
I have no idea.
It looks like it is.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it was a toy line first or if they made toys of it, but like, because I mean, obviously Beast Wars was a toy line and Shadow Planet or Shadow Raiders was a toy line.
Because it looks like the graphic design on the things I'm seeing here look like from the 60s, but they're like model kits, like when you like build a Gundam.
I have no idea. I couldn't
Oh.
tell because I didn't watch that show. I had no fucking idea.
Oh, I've seen screenshots of this. I just never knew what it was.
Weirdos
Yeah.
or Zix?
No, weirdos.
Cyber Zix.
nice.
Super Weirdo Samurai Zix Squad.
I want to get one of those Oni-chan games.
Alex
Uh.
likes them apparently.
Does he really?
He had one in Boston in one of our Boston videos. He's reading it at the end, and then Matt like kills him.
Huh. I didn't think he would like that kind of thing.
He never said I don't think he said he liked it. He just had it.
Yeah,
Well,
but I assume
that's true.
He had it because he liked it.
I just dumped off like 40 shovelware PS2 games at the local fucking thrift store. So, I mean, having something don't mean you like it.
Speaking of graphic design, they put
I'm mad about the poll still.
No, they put Trackmania Turbo on PlayStation Plus, and I've been playing that. And that game has great graphic design, like all over it. It's just like they got a bunch of people to make a bunch of graphic design shit and just threw it all in one game.
So, Mikhail, did you like the Guardian reboot, or did you not watch it, or what?
I didn't watch it.
I hated it.
Are you Mike?
Most times you call me Michael as a joke.
I do
so
not
know-
call you Michael. I call you Mitchell.
You-
Or sometimes I call you Matt because
yeah,
I'm
so
stupid.
hence my confusion.
So any name I say, you just think it's you.
Yes.
All right, Betty.
No, I didn't like it at all. Like the live action part just ruins it. Like,
Yeah, I was disappointed to see that too, because like in the original reboot, like they talked about the user like it was God basically.
Yeah.
You know, and like at the end of the third season, like when the computer is all corrupted, it only gets a rebooted or restarted the system. Like it's like an act of divine intervention.
right, and maybe I just didn't notice it, but I don't think they had any of like the original characters in it as like computer
No.
programs.
No, not that I'm aware of. It's a total reboot, so
Yeah.
far as I can tell. Haha, it's a reboot.
Talking
So
about
far
the
as I can
user-
tell.
Talking about the user like a god, isn't that just Tron?
Yeah, there's definitely elements of Tron in
Oh,
the
yeah.
present reboot. I mean, obviously.
So I'm seeing a video of Sombra, the new Sombra costume, and she's hot. I just figured Matt would like to know.
Is that your Overwatch waifu?
Yeah, it's the one that kind of looks like my girlfriend.
I really like my girlfriend.
I do. Except the new Sombra costume, she doesn't look ugly because she doesn't have a half-shaved head. She has a pixie cut.
My girlfriend usually is ugly.
Oh, you really killed yourself with that one, huh?
I pretend that I'm not attracted to other women, so I don't feel guilty about it, and so my girlfriend doesn't
No, I
beat
like
me.
brown girls.
Oh, you only keep telling yourself that because the white women won't touch you.
I didn't realize that these weirdos is what I never knew the name for those weird, the like hot rod monsters.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what these. I guess that's what they're called.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
They're pretty stupid. Although, but anyway, going back to Matt, I do agree with you that I say the same shit too much.
Is
So don't feel
Mainframe the
bad.
company that made that Game Over show or whatever it's called?
Game over.
Yeah, there was like an adult animated 3D sitcom called like Game Over.
That was more of
I've
a that was
never
more
heard
of a
of it.
dig at Mitch than you, Kate.
Oh, well, I still feel like that. I feel like I'm running out of steam. That's why I'm going.
Hold on, hold
It
on.
wasn't Game Over that it was like a family of video game characters.
Yeah,
Oh,
They had, like, a
man.
weird
It ran for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I have no idea.
Wasn't
if
it like
I
on
remember
six
that.
UPN?
episodes.
Look, if
It
it
was
was if it unless it was something that I could watch on YTV with my dad after bath time, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay,
Apparently, it was made by Carsey Warner Productions.
but you didn't want my dad and I to bathe together,
No.
bathe together and watch Beast Wars.
Nice. Now it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm also trying to determine whether or not Mainframe turned into Rainmaker, which
they
is
did. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I think
did.
I think during the same time there was like a claymation show with like, but it was just the name of the two guys in the show, like Dave and something, Mike and Dave. Wait, was he actually called Mike and Dave? No.
No, there was that British cartoon about the dentist.
What about the PJs?
PJs is great.
What was that one cartoon that had the green hot water bottle? Not a cartoon. It was a kid show.
Wait, I'm sorry, but when Matt said the PJs are great, it sounded like he was going under anesthesia. It's just like, yeah, PJs are great.
Well, you know.
I hate anesthesia.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate synesthesia.
Oh, Gary and Mike. Wow. How the fuck?
Gary and Mike.
Gary and Mike.
Yeah, it was a claymation show, I believe, in 2001. I don't think it lasted very long.
What
And
the
it-
fuck is this?
Wow.
This looks so 2001. It hurts. Look at that little shit
So-
beard goatee.
Yeah,
that's
this-
basically what I looked like in high school. Like,
you kidding
to a
me?
T. Yeah.
So you looked like you were wearing Alex's shirt.
Yeah.
You used to
Okay.
look like the main host from Reckless Media Radio.
No, because I don't know what that is.
That's what he looks like. He looks
Oh,
like
great. Great for you.
Yeah.
Now this has to be by the people who made that celebrity deathmatch show, right?
Maybe.
There's a picture of them getting choked out by China.
Huh.
Yeah.
The
It's in-
dogs. Let's see. Mid-season. No. Television show that aired on
scrolled-
UPN in 2001 and Comedy Central in 2003. The show was produced in stop motion and lasted only one season. Total of blah, 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 blah.
I scrolled down too far on Google Images, and now I'm getting a picture of fucking Mike Nelson and Nadine checking into the fucking Great Northern Hotel in Twin Peaks.
Well, let's see. It was produced by what the fuck? Will Winton Studios, which
That's the California Raisins.
Oh,
Yes.
I like how I googled Gary and Mike, and I get a bunch of pictures of this show, but also just a bunch of pictures of the GOP members.
Fuck my butt. Call me a slut.
I guess when you click on the link on Wikipedia for Will Vinton Studios, it goes to Leica. Leica worked on Coraline, Paranorman, Box Trolls, Kubo, and the two. So I guess they must have bought or merged. Yeah.
Okay, so if you Mitch, since you want to know about Mainframe, what they made was Reboot, Beast Wars, Shadow Raiders, Weirdos, Beast Machines, Action Man, Heavy Gear, Max Steel Season 3.
I was just asking if they turned into Rainmaker because that's the people who made that Ratchet and Clank movie.
Yes, they did. Spider-Man, the new animated series on MTV. Bob the Builder, Spy Kids Mission Critical. Reboot the Guardian Code. Casper's Haunted Christmas.
So all their stuff, basically all their stuff where some of it's good, it was all janky.
Hot Wheels World Race, Scary Godmother.
Oh.
Popeye's Voyage, The Quest for Pappy. Arthur's Missing Pal. Tony Hawk and Boom Boom Sabotage. What the fuck?
I probably mentioned this on the show before.
How have I not watched this? Oh my god, sorry.
Let's just the rest of the show's about Kate. Keep going.
No. There's a Tony. There's a cartoon movie about Tony Hawk made by Mainframe Entertainment.
Oh my god.
Cartoon Network used to air it a lot.
Oh my god. I cannot not watch this now. I have to watch this right now. Who's in this?
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's not. Oh, Tony Hawk himself. Okay, there he is. Sorry. He's listed like 17th in the credits.
Did they get Bob Burnquist?
No, they didn't.
Did they get Chad Muska?
They got no one else as himself.
Did they get Rodney Mullen?
No, but they did get Kareem Jabul.
The one black skateboarder.
Alyssa Steamer.
Isn't she the chick that did drugs?
Probably. Maybe she's got cult pussy.
I don't remember what I was gonna say before you fucking
exploded.
Oh yeah, I probably mentioned this on the show, but what's you said the word Popeye, and what's depressing is fucking there was a test thing for a 3D Popeye animated movie in the style of Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, didn't it get beat out by Sing or something?
Probably, yeah, and it looked kind of neat.
Oh.
That's all I wanted to say.
Right.
Keep talking about Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam or whatever the fuck.
Well, look, that was it. I did not know that existed, and now I have to find it.
What about that episode of Rocket Power where they meet Tony Hawk?
Was that a thing?
Yeah,
I didn't know they
go on a quest to find Tony Hawk because they hear he's quit skateboarding forever, and then he's like, no, I just take a break every few months, and it's this horrible, ugly, classic Sopo animated Tony Hawk with like all the wrinkles in his face.
Well, I mean, did you not see fucking Project 8?
And then he's like, hey, Auto Rocket, do you want to skateboard with me? And then they skateboard with him a little bit, and that's the end of the episode.
I skated with Tony Hawk in Project 8. We were friends. Me and Squid Beef at it. We fucking...
I know.
You were there. No, actually, no, you weren't. You weren't there for the ending, I don't think.
No, but I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah. Well, Tony Hawk is a friend of mine. Do you remember that one Simpsons where Bart became emancipated and moved into a loft with Tony Hawk at Blink-182?
Yeah.
It was great.
So I watched
that was a pretty good episode.
I watched the first episode. You said Emancipation. Follow me here. I watched the first episode of the Persona 5 anime. And
that's out already?
Yeah, it came out today. And the original tagline the original tagline for the Persona 5 game, like the teaser image said, "You are slave, want emancipation." And then the anime uses that for a split second, and I'm like, I never thought I'd fucking see that saying again because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Even in the context of the game, kind of.
I still gotta beat that game.
Yeah, well, you really do because the anime's starting, so you're gonna get spoiled this shit if you don't.
Apparently, Robbie Rotten's cancer is back.
Oh no,
he's deleted all his social media.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean his cancer's back though, right?
Yeah, his cancer is back.
Oh man,
that sucks.
He's like, don't forget, I love you. We are number one.
I mean, he'll just raise even more money from people.
The dead.
He is the most Swedish name ever.
Isn't it like John Krislowski or something?
It's like Carl Skarsgård.
Oh. I'm tired.
I'm Mitch. Hi, how are you?
Hi, tired. I'm dead.
Hi, Dad. I'm tired.
So
Hi,
I
tired.
saw
I'm dead.
Hi, Dad. I'm tired of this.
What'd you see, Mike?
on YouTube. I was looking at trailers for some reason, and Daphne and Velma are getting their own live-action straight-to-DVD movie.
Hell
That
yeah,
sounds
they are.
Stupid.
Played by who?
Scissoring.
I don't know, two half-blackish girls. It's
Oh
like,
no!
Oh, but I thought, wasn't Daphne Sarah Michelle Gellar?
yeah, it's
Oh
like
my gosh, she was so cute.
how they met, but it's in the future, and
And they're black and
yeah.
What?
they have half-shaved heads. That's every time I see. Every time in like a video game or anything now, I see like a bald woman. I'm like, look how brave they are. Also, they're just conforming to the beauty standards of men. So like, I don't get why this is supposed to be like empowering, but whatever.
It used to be cute, like fucking Terry Petty or whatever fuck her name is in Tank Girl.
No.
No, you just
no,
like,
no.
no!
God,
It was
no.
pretty cute in Tank Girl, I'll give you that.
I don't like bald chicks. I think
Yeah,
it's
me neither.
3 turned me off to that shit forever.
She wasn't completely bald.
As soon as
she
Corey gets
was.
cancer, I'm dumping her. Like,
All right.
I'm getting cancer right now, Mitch. I told you I'm fucking dying.
I'm
I'm
gonna dump
pissing
you.
blood.
Well, Jet Girl was cuter anyway.
what about
She had
Snot Girl?
all her hair. No.
I like blondes much better than
Do you even know what I'm talking about, or you just say
Those are
no
cute.
indignantly just because I brought something up?
I'm just saying no indignantly because you brought something up. The
Hey,
fucking
Mitch.
Snot Girl.
It's a comic by the guy who did Scott Pilgrim, and I think someone else.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Scott Pilgrim good, or do you think it would piss me off if I watched it again?
I don't know. I haven't
question.
seen it for a while.
I think it probably holds up just because it does a lot of crazy shit in the visual effects department that like
No, it's not if it holds up, which is a stupid phrase. It's whether or not being as
No,
woke
no,
as I
Kate, you
am
don't
now, it would
understand.
drive me crazy.
Okay, you don't understand. With Mitch's modern sensibilities that change every week.
Yeah, modern sensibilities have changed.
Well,
every
she's
year
asking
made
a
7
question where
years
she's
ago.
like, okay, even though you don't have my exact mindset right now, do you think this movie would piss me off?
Well,
That's
it's like
also
I'm
true.
worried about going back to it because I don't want to be like annoyed with just how like twee and hipster it
I
Hey
was
is.
gonna
Mitch,
say, it's
hey, Mitch,
very
can you
hipster-y.
understand? Can you tell me what my feelings are?
Yeah, well, I figured Mitch would know because he gets triggered over everything.
So, yeah, but you get mad at him for that.
I do get mad at him for that, so I'm trying to use it for good this time.
I probably still like that movie. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but like I probably still like it because it's just fun.
Did you know
It's very
apparently that
twee
game
hipster.
is like unavailable now?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
because of
been
the license
unavailable
right now.
for years and years.
Like
Yeah.
forever? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's too
They
bad.
put out the fucking Wallace Wells DLC at like the last fucking second, and then the game got taken off the store.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
it's because of rights.
Yeah. I never got the Wallace DLC. I got the knives. I got the knives DLC, but that was it. And that came with like a weird party mode where you could play like.
I didn't really like that game all that much anyway, just because of the whole.
It's grindy.
level. Yeah,
Yeah, that game was harder than it needed to be because of that whole leveling system.
Well,
Yeah.
you just had to play the levels over and over again until you were like a high enough level to like beat.
it was
the last
kind of
two
like
stages.
it was like a worse Double Dragon Neon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
I just hate it when I hear about games that are like gone. You
Yeah.
know, like
Well,
there's
yeah.
no way to actually purchase them anymore.
Well, I don't know. I mean, people must have ripped it. I'm sure you could download it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, emulation for XBLA is pretty fucking incomplete.
Oh, okay.
Scott Pilgrim is sitting next to Afterburner Climax on my PS3, which is also gone because they lost the license for the fucking planes.
Oh,
Yeah, I just have like a big chunk of games sitting there on my PS3. It's like I can't buy these anymore. I mean, I own them, so it's good.
Wasn't TMNT Arcade like pulled too?
I think so.
They pulled the remake of Turtles in Time because it sucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Because I don't think you can get the remake of Rocket Knight either.
Why? Why did it suck?
I never played them. I just heard they were like really bad. It's like this doesn't have any of the charm of the original. The graphics look all washed out. The sound effects
Oh.
aren't good. The movement
Is the
feels
Simpsons
weird.
game still up? The arcade, Simpsons arcade.
Yeah, I feel like they put that on the Xbox market not too long ago, so I think
was-
it's still in the actual
We talked about
arcades.
it. I remember the banner for episode 40. is the Simpsons arcade banner. We talked about it around then, so that would have been like 2011. So it's been a hot minute.
Yeah,
I imagine that's also not on there anymore for licensing issues, but I don't know for certain.
I don't know either. But I mean, like, I just recently bought a whole shitload of stuff off the Wii shop, just like before the Doomsday.
Yeah, I should have done that, but
approach.
because there's like some virtual console stuff you just can't get on the Wii U.
No, like Pulseman, like there's no official translation of that outside of the Wii shop, and like you can buy a repro, but you know,
fuck, I should have bought Pulseman. Whatever.
I did just think of a lisp that does not annoy me when girls do it. Instead of saying certain, they'll say like certain.
Yeah,
that doesn't annoy me. I think it's cute.
I just knew a lot of poor people that would say they're from the street.
Well,
how do you say street?
Street.
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 Street. Yeah, there was a while there, there was a while there where I would hear like announcements that they were taking games off the store, and it's like I'd buy them before they would get picked off. Like the Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, which is the first Marvel vs. Capcom paired with Marvel superheroes.
What about Street Fighter?
I got the fucking Castlevania Adventure Rebirth off there, which was one of the things I've been waiting for.
Is that game?
Pretty fucking good. I mean, as far as I can tell, it's a remake of Castlevania Adventure for Game Boy, but it's done in sort of more of like it looks like Super Castlevania 4 kind of graphic style.
It's gone now, though, right?
It is. Well, it's not gone, but it's kind of a two-stage death for the Wii shop because the cutoff was March for buying points. But you can still use points to purchase things until next year, but you can't add anymore.
Man. So effectively,
it's shut down unless you happen to have leftover points. Yeah. So I bought like $50 worth of points and just like splurged on like Pulseman and Castlevania and some others, like Sin and Punishment and some other stuff like that.
They had like Neo Geo and Game Gear shit on there, I think, or something.
Yeah, Master System too. Like the Wii Virtual Console does not cover like Master System or TurboGrafx or some of the more like obscure stuff that.
Because Castlevania Adventure sucks.
It does, but playing it with some nice updated graphics and mechanics, I mean, it's
well, that's what I mean. It only sucks because it plays so bad. But I like the enemies and the music and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't play too far into it, just a couple levels, but it's a fun Castlevania.
What's Pulseman?
Pulseman is a platformer for the Sega Genesis that was made by Game Freak pre-Pokemon, and it's pretty damn good. And it was never released in the West.
He looks like a bad Mega Man OC.
Yeah, he looks like a cross between like if Mega Man fucked Vector Man, basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was never released in the West officially, other than on the Virtual
Sega
Console,
Channel.
or I don't think it even came to Sega Channel.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the only place it came here.
Did it?
Yeah, but Sega Channel was super like.
No, because there was some stuff like Alien Soldier and Golden Axe 3 that were only on Sega Channel in the West, but I don't think Pulseman came at all.
And the Wily Wars.
And Wily Wars. But yeah, I think Pulseman didn't come at all. But anyway, yeah, like other than unless you wanted to buy a reproduction cart of a fan patch, like the only way to get it was on Virtual Console because they brought over a few like Japanese only games and gave them an English translation finally. Sin and Punishment, yeah, which actually has been brought over to Wii U, so that's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
But there are a few other like imports that were on
Virtual
Console.
I gotta play Star Successor sometime.
It's really fun.
Did you play Sin and Punishment for the Wii? That game's really good.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's Star Successor.
It gets pretty hard, but...
Well, what game doesn't? I played through most of Star Fox, the original, last night, and I lost like right near the end, because that game is like borderline unplayable.
I don't like that game very much.
No, it's not good. I'm just trying to beat it so I could beat it, but I got to like the second to last boss and died.
I like Ace Combat, but I don't like Star Fox very much.
Yeah, well, they're two different animals, literally.
Are they? Are they animals?
Another game I got that's not on storefronts anymore is the HD version of the JoJo game for PS1, the Capcom one.
Oh, yeah,
that's a great fucking fighting game.
That's okay.
It's good.
I don't know.
It's on the fucking Darkstalkers engine.
I said it's okay. Fuck off.
I don't know that I have anything else that's like not on the storefront. I think on Steam I have the original version of Vice City with all of the soundtrack intact versus like if you buy it now there are songs missing.
Yeah.
But actually I was going through so last year when John's mom and dad moved, they gave us all of their old Nintendo shit from way back when, right? Yeah. So which is the source of like a bunch of my boxed like SNES games and whatever. But anyway, like there's a bunch of stuff from the NES, like Mega Man 5 in box and Final Fantasy 1 in box that I took. and out of the bin, and then there was some other stuff that kind of just left in the bin to collect dust. So I was going through it again recently, and I found NES game called Cowboy Kid, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it looks like total shit because the label art is just like
no, Cowboy Kid is good.
Yes, not only is it good, apparently it's worth like $300-400.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad I found that. And did not throw it out because
I talked about that before. I talked about that on the show. I think if you look up the Japanese artwork, it's actually cool looking. But Cowboy Kid, the American box art looks like garbage.
Yeah, I was looking up a little bit more, and like, yeah, people seem to think that one of the reasons it didn't sell was it came out late in the console cycle, and also because the cover art was so like boring that no one bought it. So I'm glad that I rescued that one because I had thrown that in my like. Put it in the closet and ignore bin along with like Bugs Bunny's birthday butthole or whatever.
I can't believe you got Cowboy. I remember that because Cowboy Kid, the cover art looks like a gay porn romance novel.
It really does. I don't have the box for this one. I just have the card.
If you have the box, I mean, like it's worth like $1,000 probably.
Yeah, no, for just a loose card, it's like 300 something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is the Bugs Bunny's birthday butthole bash? Is that one of those Crazy Castle games?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the one for Game Boy. I think I had the second one.
Well, maybe we should stream Cowboy Kid at some point then.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd watch it.
Did you get Trog, the game that Alex
You watch all of our stuff, Mike.
Did you get Trog, the game that Alex loves that like no one acknowledges exists?
How are you liking our boring 100% GTA runs?
I like it.
Good answer. You can come back.
Like, I was never allowed to play GTA growing up, and I have no interest in playing them now because I just feel like they would hold up that great. So I'm living vicariously through this.
Just wait until I get my shift changed and I come back on the Let's Plays. We're going to do a fucking full series on Persona 5, all 100 hours. It's going to be fucking... It's going to be like a fucking 400-part series.
We'll do some Persona. It's definitely on my list to do at some point.
Just buckle down. Those are long-ass games.
Yeah, well, I mean, we literally just finished recording San Andreas 100%, so motherfucker. Like, don't even talk to me about that shit.
Oh, I played Kamiko. Matt, did you play that?
Oh,
Which game is that? Cameo?
Kamiko is this weird little $5 game for the Switch.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like Zelda, but not really. It's more of like, I guess it's almost like a dungeon crawler.
Kind of, but not really. It sort of is like Zelda, but it's real short. It's like less than an hour long.
Yeah, I think I got to the third world. My problem was if I would save it and then try to play the level the next day, I would kind of forget. I would get lost in the maze kind of levels.
Yeah, because there's no map, but it's also like the levels are small enough that since they only take like 15 minutes, like it kind of just relies on you having this short-term memory to remember where everything is.
Yeah.
Solve the puzzles. That game's not that like that game's pretty cool for $5. I got it for $3.
Yeah, sort of.
Because I'm a fucking wheeling dealing man.
Well, I got it for free technically because I used those Nintendo points. I knew it. I knew it. I said this last week. When you weren't on, and I knew you'd do it. I also beat Thumper, which I talked about last week, and fuck Thumper. That game sucks. That's not a good rhythm.
You leave that little bunny alone.
No. You're thinking of Jumping Flash.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking of fucking Thumper from Bambi.
Well, I'm talking about a shitty music game that's not good.
Why is Jumping Flash your first go-to for a bunny?
Because we were talking about video games and you said bunny, and I'm like, well, it's like...
You said Thumper! Oh my... Okay.
Thumper, Jumping Flash, they have the same sound.
Thumper, Jumper, Booty Bumper.
I have Big Bumpin' for Xbox. The Burger King game.
There needs to be a fucking Keijo game at some point.
They have it's called Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Yeah.
Do they bump butts though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bumping
Do you?
Yeah, that's like one of the main mini games.
It might not be in the first one, but it's definitely in the second one.
Okay, well, cool. I'll pick up some Dead or Alive then.
Ba-da-ba.
Bumping butts.
No, it's because all I ever think of when I think of Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is like the first 10 seconds of that cutscene where they're like, she's like feeding the Chinese girl a strawberry and the music's like ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
That sounds like something you'd find in Station Square.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Station Square. I have that song on loop at all times. Just walk. I'm cruising around town. Someone stop me.
Oh man, I just want you to random assault muted Mitch. Yeah, okay. We need to play that as
If you don't stop
record
me, I
that
can't
and then play it
stop
as
doing
Mitch is dead and lowered into the ground.
It's like it's like that episode of South Park.
He's
if you
never
don't-
gonna finish that Let's Play, by the way.
It's like that episode of South Park, like where Cartman can't stop singing "Come." Fuck you,
And start singing "Come." Well, Christopher Robin, you're such a good boy, Mitch.
As long as you don't say anything about the Windy Hill stage in that game.
The Golden Wind, Mitch.
No, that's JoJo.
No, it's not. See, it's all full circle. We're coming back to the beginning of the show, which means it's time to end it.
You want to do plugs?
Hey, no, let's let Mike Smith bring up one topic of his choosing.
Yeah.
Because he's been such a good boy.
Well, I mean, it's your guys' show. I wasn't
It's,
gonna.
no, you're our guest, and we're trying to be nice to you. God damn it!
You see, like, I wanted to write a list of like topics to bring up, but I kept getting distracted by not doing that, so I don't really have that much to say.
It's
You'll
okay
fit
because
right
Blake
in
did
here.
that and it worked really good for him. So I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Well, what is the things you hate about us the most? I think.
Oh yeah.
What I hate about you guys the most?
Yeah,
we
one
asked
thing
every
for
guest
each
that.
of us that you hate.
Oh, I don't hate anything about you guys. You're all great.
No.
Do you want me to sing more Sonic Adventure songs?
Banned.
Yeah, now you're banned.
I want you to sing the Knights, that Knights vocals song about like
In a dream, I
anytime
can
you can
see
dream.
we are far away. I don't know.
There you
I mean, I don't know. You guys are like the only decent podcast I listen to, and
See, he gets it.
yeah, that's
It's what I was trying to say at the beginning of the show, where you're like, Mitch, do you hate this podcast? It's like, no, we're like one of the only decent podcasts.
Then
on
how
the
come nobody likes us?
Because we weren't on Stitcher.
I mean, if you guys do get popular, I will have to leave. But you know,
Well, I mean, okay. So how do we get popular?
I don't. I'm me. I have no idea how to get popular.
I mean, clearly we don't either.
When you become the next Howard Stern, we're gonna hit you up.
Yeah,
Can
we'll
you
just
start
we'll ride on your coattails. Like,
Oh no! As soon as I get famous, you're all dead to me.
oh, okay.
That's fine.
Send me money. I'm hungry.
Can you get us to talk to Anthony Cumia? I think he'd like to have us on his fucking network.
As soon as I figure out
the
who
fuck
that is,
that?
Yeah,
From Opie and Anthony, you dickweeds.
Okay,
Who
fine.
cares? Why do you listen to people?
I'm sorry. Should I listen to podcasts that only consist of animal noises?
Yeah, you
and
should just
Yes.
listen to dogs barking like Matt, so you can
Yeah.
be strong
Oh
like
man, if there
him.
was a podcast that was just dogs barking, I would.
I can
subscribe
make
to
that
in a
happen.
Could record jungle ambiance for that one guy and then just overlay barking dogs over
Dude,
it.
So one of the podcasts I listened to put out an episode on April Fools, and it actually was just an hour and a half of silence. So there you go. I'm not the bad guy anymore.
No, but that wasn't April Fool's, you jerk. You were just being a fool.
Wow, you're really proud of that one, huh?
Oh man, get the burn unit out here.
Look, if I was
fuck.
fucking Mike App, if I was, what was it? Something Apatow. What is his fucking name?
Judd.
Cumia.
Yeah, if I was a big Hume and I said that in a fucking Ghostbusters movie, I would have gotten a goddamn Emmy.
Do you think you would have gotten an Emmy
yeah.
for a movie?
Yeah,
I messaged Matt.
it would have
You are
been
talented.
that funny. The TV people have been like, let's just give him an Emmy.
I mentioned this to Matt, but I didn't have Kate in this conversation. Kate, there's a fucking Seth Rogen Netflix special that has an animated bit by Psychic Pebbles and Justin Roiland, and I'm like, wow, that's like the worst thing
Psychic
ever.
Pebbles.
He's the one animator kid from the internet.
Okay, see, that's the problem, is when you tell Matt these things, he also lives on the computer, so he knows what you're talking about. You tell me these things, and unless it's like something to do with dirt, I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I wasn't really
Some guy who was
What?
some Jewish golem who was born from the dirt of Israel.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not a dirt golem.
Roiland though is the Mart.
He's the Marty and Rick Remum guy.
Yeah, He's the one who's sexually abused women for 50 years or something.
He's the guy who makes the funny jokes on the.
Oh, Dan Harmon. No, not Dan Harmon. Who's the Nickelodeon guy? Dan
Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Well,
Schneider.
Hold him
Dan
tighter,
Harmon.
Schneider.
No, I was getting him confused with Roiland. Dan Harmon is also a pedophile.
Molestor.
Yeah, a molestor.
In your opinion.
So is John Kay, apparently.
I'm gonna go on tour and call it the Molestor.
Do it.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, have you been hearing about John Kay lately?
No,
Who's that?
He's the one who made Ren and Stimpy.
No, what happened to
John
him?
Chris Coscock.
Yeah, apparently he was. I don't know if it's really.
Are you
that
telling
big
me
of
the
a
guy
deal.
who draws voluptuous women like to squeeze a few butts here and there?
No, he actually was dating a 16-year-old, like the flattest you can get.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Ah.
I guess when you take something you love, it becomes work, you know. So you
Yeah.
just want to get as far away from that as you can on your
You
leisure
tell
time.
me, you tell me the guy who made children's cartoons dating a children? Sweet.
Children's. Well, no, but I've actually like.
Weren't
I
you
don't-
like 16 when we started the show, Mitch?
I don't want to look this up because I don't want to get on a list, but I'm curious as to what sexual grooming is. Like, I don't really understand the concept.
Basically, it's like manipulating a young person into doing things they shouldn't be.
Well, that's the thing with that. With going back to that Channel Awesome thing, that person was 18, but they claimed to be a 16 of mind. So I was like,
What the fuck
Can
does
you
that?
sexually groom an 18-year-old?
Well,
That's
I mean, I
retarded.
guess you can.
No, but I mean,
that's-
it's still just manipulation, right?
I'm fucking.
yeah. Well, I
16
mean,
of
that's
mine.
that's like what I was talking about, like with that fucking with the Smallville Galactica pussy cult. Like, I mean, they groomed grown people to fucking submit to this weirdo. So yeah, it happens. People are easily manipulated
But
sometimes.
isn't that just any relationship?
Don't
Pretty
tell
much.
John that, but yeah.
Don't tell John that. I always forget his real name. I just call him Pickle.
Well, I always call him Pickle. When I call him John, he thinks he's in trouble. I always call him Pickle. Hey, have you played Resident Evil 7 yet?
No,
Why
You should.
not?
because you
Really
every
need to.
time I get asked, I don't play it for another month.
You're a retard. The game.
It is a pretty great game.
So sometime in 2019, 2025.
You like Resident Evil?
No,
Okay, well then never mind.
I want another copy of Survivor. I'm so
Just
fucking
keep
mad
waiting
that
for
that didn't
Dino
work.
Crisis 4.
no. The reason why I don't want to play it is just because I
It's
just
popular and you hate it.
no, you fucking retard. It's because I'm just not good at games, and I don't feel like playing a game that's going to stress me out. That's why I don't want to play
It's
it.
not that stressful. You just get chased around by a guy who goes, "Welcome to the family, son."
You know, he used to play games, and the problem is that I've exacerbated his laziness because he spent the last 3 years watching me play games instead, and
you
he's like,
play
"Hey,
And now you suck, and he doesn't have to feel the brunt of any of it.
yeah,
And
exactly."
we also-
Like when he couldn't figure out how to use a rope in fucking Red Dead.
We are also talking about the guy with an inflamed frontal lobe enough to get like grit his teeth so hard it hurt him when he played The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like, who gets engrossed that much in a game? You fucking.
Did that actually happen?
Yes,
Holy shit!
I know.
Anyway,
This
I
is the
don't-
reason why.
what do you
Matt is
mean
so-
didn't know how to use a rope? I don't know what you're talking about.
You
This is the
complained
reason-
something about like you got like 2 missions into Red Dead, and
No, I said I didn't want to play the time mission where you had to like gently glide a fucking horse and carriage.
oh, okay. Well, I thought it was something about lassoing things.
No,
but all right, fine.
asshole.
Okay, butt man.
All right, bitchwad.
Okay, testicle nose.
Okay, stinky feet.
You say testicle.
no!
You say testicle toes, and I just picture that like blobfish that looks really sad with the big schnoz.
Yeah.
Those
There's
things
one of
can
those in the
transform
Yakuza
into
expansion.
ladies
Can
and
they?
men. Yeah, the females of those. I think it's those that they can like the females if they get big and old enough, they just turn into guys and start fucking their former friends.
Like I know clownfish can switch between the genders, but I didn't know they could.
I know Jurassic
Turn into
Park.
freaking blobfish.
Oh man, I can't wait for the Finding Nemo reboot where Nemo's trans.
Only me. Only I can be trans.
Albert Brooks could pull it off.
I would love to hear Albert Brooks say the word trans.
Who's
Nemo,
Albert?
you're trans. I don't know why. And then he meets Dory, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a lesbian, so I'm just a huge cunt all the time, and that's why we can't get where we need to go."
I'd watch that movie.
Okay.
It's a great Pixar. Hire me. Like,
Yeah, they will hire you, and then they'll have you making like tire tread textures for Cars 4.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
basically Mater's feet. Like,
Ew, feet, no.
oh Mater, your tires are so stinky.
God, that's gross.
I'm gonna lick the mud at about
Dude, let's see if that exists. Hold on.
Mitch, was that you who posted that fucking Sonic picture today of him and Tails like pulling up their stockings all the way?
No,
that was me.
Ew, oh, that pissed me off so
Oh,
much.
why?
Because it's gross.
It's not
But-
gross. They got
It's
sexy
feet.
legs.
Hold on, I'm
It's
looking to
got
see
nothing
if
to do
Cars
with
porn
feet.
exists.
The socks go on your feet.
What's his name? Toe Mater?
I don't know.
Why are we here anymore?
Hold on, let me Lightning McQueen.
Oh my god.
Oh, sweet. There's 28 hits on PAHeal.com. Oh, there's some source filmmaker Cars porn. That's good.
Ew.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead and bookmark for that, me. Go ahead and bookmark for that. Never mind, the joke is dead.
Mark the book for that me.
It's great because in the Cars porn, like the way the cars have to fuck is it's just, it looks like one of the cars is just on top of the other cars.
Well, I don't know. It's just like I think they just like smash their exhaust pipes together.
No, there's one picture where it's the girl car from the first movie, and they photoshopped Lightning McQueen smiling on top of her, and then they photoshopped her eyes to like roll back in her head.
Look, it's gonna make me.
Did they make
covered
an
up.
Ahegao fucking Cars?
Yeah,
porn?
here. I'll just share it down. This will be what takes our show out.
Is this gonna make me come?
Yeah, dude. You'd be gay if it didn't. Oh, he's fucking JoJo. He's fucking Joseph Joestar.
What?
There's a picture of Lightning McQueen fucking Joseph Joestar.
Here's
Disappointed.
Here's Lightning McQueen pregnant. That's cool.
Ooh, there's
Well,
one
how does
with-
that work? Does he just have a passenger?
Yeah.
So anyway, if you like this show, you can go to randomassaultpodcast.com.
On that note, randomassault.com podcast.
Randomassaultpodcast.com. We're on Stitcher now. Go find us on iTunes. We got SoundCloud. We got all that good shit. Go there if you want to find all the cars porn you've ever wanted.
You can find us on our Facebook. You can find us on our Twitter, on our YouTube.
YouTube.com/randomassaultpodcast.
The website.
Go to the website. You'll find all that shit.
No. Let's just do what Matt says and tell him to go to the website.
No, there's the link of the fucking Discord. There's the fucking podcast. There's the
Go on
fucking
the-
after shows. There's the fucking right now. In theory, Snake Eater is being put up, but Matt is a lazy bitch. So who
Go on
knows?
the Discord, join the Autism Squad, which is what I'm officially calling our fans from here on
I
out.
thought it was the retard chamber.
We could change it up. It
The
doesn't-
36 chambers of retard clan.
Oh my god. Wootard.
The Wootards.
Wootard clan.
all they do is fucking play that Coleoco Brianna Wu game.
Oh no.
What the hell is that game called again?
Revolution
Colony
60.
6?
I demoed
Revolution
that at PAX the
60.
first year. That was the first PAX appointment I ever had.
Did
I
you fuck
can't
her?
fucking believe that you people met in person. That's just so strange.
And you know what's great is at the time I didn't know who Brandon Wu was, but I met it and I was like, this person is weird for some reason. I can't put my finger on it.
You
Well,
just
it was-
met it and you're just like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
said-
there's a friend of mine that's kind of the same sort of weird.
But we
I
met
don't-
them. We met them both. Zoe Quinn and her were at the same fucking thing.
I didn't meet Zoe
Jesus
Quinn. Alex
Christ.
played
Alex met Zoe Quinn.
Then he
If
fucked.
that's why he left us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want
became
to
a
get
fucking cuck. Then we killed him.
Mike Smith, what do you have to plug?
I got nothing.
Oh, don't you
Yeah.
have a YouTube or anything?
Not yet. I think I have to make one for school, but I'm gonna put that off as long as possible. I think I have to be on like every type of anything that could be a social media.
Oh, so that seems like a great invasion of privacy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Uh,
great.
Why don't you start reviewing boots that you find at the fucking military surplus store?
You and your feet shit, Kate. I can't understand.
This
I mean, I gotta
smells like-
start somewhere. So
Yeah.
This boot
Yeah.
smells like the Viet Cong.
Well, it's like, look, the fucking MREs are already taken, okay?
Yeah.
I love the smell of Viet Cong foot smell in the morning.
I gotta find my niche.
Why
let's
do I
get that,
break
let's get that boot onto a foot.
fucking hate? Oh God, no! Fucking hate everything that I've just done.
Size
Oh,
Full metal jacket. I don't know how to tie that in.
Yeah, you can call
full
yourself.
steel toe.
Yeah, that's what I should have said if I was smart.
You're not though.
And not.
I'm
Good
wearing
night,
boots
everybody.
to my wedding. Good night.
You can use clips of our show when you make a YouTube, and it'll just be me screaming about cum.
Pussy juice.
Pussy.